For 500 lira?
My shoes. One more bottle, Tink. Come on, Tink.
Sì, coming up.
Grazie, GIs, grazie.
Thanks.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Hey, we did it. It was just like taking pizza from a baby.
And it's only the beginning. Here comes our next happy customer.
Stop it, G.
Hey, GI, you want to buy some nicer booze?
How would you like 6 months in the clink, you Italian hooch hustlers?
Yeah. It's a defense.
Every paisano for himself.
So there they go.
Hands off of me. Oh, no. Stop. This is no time to play spin the bottle.
I was
I hope you packed those wool socks, dude. You know, it might be cold up there in Naples.
I packed 6 pair and also 6 clean shirts.
Oh, come on, fellas. Look, I'm only flying down for an overnight conference. The way you got me packed, you'd think it was going to last all year.
Come on, you guys, move.
Move, let's go. Avanti.
Hey, halt! It's an invasion. Advance to be recognized.
That's just it, Mr. Parker. We don't want to be recognized.
Yeah, let's get out of these studs, guys. Come on, in the camp.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it, you schlockmeisters. Oh, what's with these outfits?
Yeah, what are you guys doing trick-or-treating in August?
Stop.
Skip, we haven't got time now.
We gotta hide fast.
Stop in the name of the law.
Fuji, come on, get lost, will you? What's the matter with you?
Just remember, we were with you all day. You're our only alibi.
Come on, you guys, let's go.
Oh, you there, McHale. Which way to go?
Oh, hi, Captain.
Hi. Never mind a high captain. Which way to go?
Oh, which way did who go, sir?
Now, don't you get cute with me. Which way did those 5 Italian hooch peddlers go? Spread out, Elroy. Spread out. Look for tracks. Don't leave a stone unturned.
Oh, why don't you start over there, Carpy? There's a whole rock pile. Keep you busy all day.
Yeah, there's a... Oh, shut up. Just shut up.
But now, sir, what exactly were those Italians doing?
They were peddling homemade hooch. That's what they were doing, and I caught them red-handed, and they came right this way, and I'll bet that they're working for you.
Captain, how can you say a thing like that?
Oh, I'm sorry, but you can hardly blame me with all that. What do you mean, how can I say a thing like that? I'll bet my stripes are not 10 feet from here. Then get out of my way. No, get him out of my way. I can't. There, you know that. Get out of my way.
Captain, now, wait.
You heard the captain.
Please, sir.
All right, you runners, I've got you dead to...
Hey, what's going on here?
Gotta get some sleep around here.
Hey, what time is it here?
Is it dawn yet?
Oh, Captain, now you've gone and woke him up.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know. But at high noon? What are they doing to the sack at high noon? What is this? What?
Sir, but they just came off a mission. That's why. But they didn't get any sleep all night long, these poor guys. We've been out chasing a subcontinental half hour ago.
That's right. About 29 minutes and 36 seconds ago, to be exact.
You've been in bed for 29 minutes and 36 seconds. Why are you out of breath?
Oh, well, you woke me up in the middle of a dream, sir. I was chasing Rita Hayworth down Hollywood Boulevard.
You, why are you perspiring?
Perspiring? I was running right behind them. Same dream.
Oh, the boys will have their little joke, yes, sir. Oh, but, sir, the bootleggers, don't you think you better get moving?
Don't you tell me to get moving. I'll tell you to get moving. You're due at that PT Commanders Conference at 1700 hours. Get moving.
Yes.
All right, quickly.
Sir, please, would you tell me where you want it quickly? It's heavy.
All right, that's it. That's it.
Oh, what is this?
Stop. You've ruined my saluting hand. I won't be able to...
Sir, I'm sorry. Here, take a sip of that. It'll kill the pain.
Oh, I'm going to kill a pain, all right. You.
Sir, don't.
Am I interrupting anything, Binghamton?
General Bronson. No, nothing. I'll clobber him later. I mean, I was just teaching Lieutenant Carpenter the art of self-defense.
What?
Hang on.
You see, sir, the captain here is a master of the art of self-defense.
Seems he's also a master of the art of hoarding. No wonder my own officers' club can't keep the bars stocked. You've got all the liquor in the area.
Oh, no, General. I never touch a drop. You see, I've got a very clean liver. I am a clean liver. I can explain everything.
That's absolutely true, sir. You see, this is illegal homebrew that the captain here confiscated from a band of ruthless bootleggers.
Bootleggers? Is that all you've got to do around here is play Junior G-Man?
Junior G-Man? Well, I don't understand.
Oh, that's quite obvious. As military governor, Binghamton, your job is to look after the civic betterment of your people.
Well, I'm running the rum runners right out of town.
What the Pentagon has in mind are specific civic improvements. For example, Major Druden in San Paulo has organized a PTA, and Colonel Wells in Villa Giorgio has formed a Chamber of Commerce.
But I'm keeping the town of Voltafiore sober. That's something.
Binghamton, you'd better come up with something that really benefits your people, or I'm going to be forced to look for a more civic-minded replacement. Do you read me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir. Yes, sir.
And since you're such a clean liver, I'm confiscating all this for headquarters. I'll send someone to pick it up.
I may have to find a more civic-minded replacement. That gold-braided old blowhard, I'd like to... Oh, sir. Oh, you and your art of self-defense.
So long, Skip. You have a good time. Yeah, all right. And listen, while I'm gone, I want you schlockmeisters to keep your noses clean. You understand?
And that means no more stills, no more bootlegging, no more rackets, no nothing.
And don't even try to get that still out of the water. You understand?
Don't worry, Skip. They'll ship up or they'll shape out.
Whatever. Get this thing back to the base, too, will you? And remember, try to do something constructive for a change, will you?
Okay, let's go, guys. And Christy, take the long way back through San Marcello.
San Marcello? What for?
Look, the skip just told us to do something constructive. So we will. We're gonna find us some new parts and construct us another still.
I love the idea.
Well, this is it, guys. The scavenger hunter's paradise. So let's pile out and start scavenging. Right! Go! I'll get over here. Yeah, boy.
Hey, Groove! What about this? This ought to be just a thing for a little bathtub gin, huh?
Forget it. Bathtub gin went out with Vo-Do-De-O-Do and Boop-Boop-A-Doo.
Boop-boop-a-doo.
A kid.
Hey, you guys, come over here. Look what we stumbled onto.
Hey, well, what do you know?
Hey, how about that?
It's an old fire engine. Wow, we hit the jackpot. There ought to be enough spare plumbing in this baby to make a dozen still.
Yeah, hey, give me a monkey wrench, will
Wait a minute. Hold it. You guys lost your garbanzos? Why bill us a still when we already got one?
Are you kidding, Group? Well, I don't get it.
Observe. The king-size tank and the large boiler. All we gotta do is take our own gizmos and coils, put them on the inside, and...
And the Sarmass drippings go round and round and come out here into the storage tank, and we're back in business.
That's what you think. Groove, you haven't told us how you expect to get through Lead Bottom's roadblocks to deliver this stuff.
Simple. That's up to you.
Me?
Look, you get this thing running, and we'll have the only still in history offering door-to-door service. Don't spare that paint, Fudge, and don't roll that hose too tight. All I can say, guys, Thomas Alva Edison had nothing on us.
Yeah, four-wheeled speakeasy.
Stand back. The booze must go through. Hey, Groove, give it a try down there.
There it is. Grab some. Salute.
Oh, that's great! Great! Group, it's ingenious.
How's the motor coming, Tink?
Groove, that's all I can do with it.
Let's give it a try, shall we?
Start her up.
Harry! Captain, let's move. Fire engine?
Yeah, so that's all you were hearing.
Well, it's no air raid.
She's a real beauty, ain't she?
Yeah, but I thought, yeah, it's great. I mean, nifty, but... Hey, now, wait a minute. Haven't you guys gone a little too far this time? I mean, after all, stealing a fire engine.
Relax, Mr. Parker. We didn't steal it.
Absolutely not. We found it in San Marcello.
Why, sure, it was left for junk. We kind of fixed it up.
She's a real beauty, ain't she?
Well, yeah, it is kind of neat. Well, what are you guys going to do with it?
Do with it? Why, we're going to help protect the town, Mr. Parker. You are now looking at the new Volta Fiore Fire Department.
How about that, Mr. Parker?
Well, it's pretty nice. I mean, heck of a lot better than messing around with that old still, I'll say that.
All right, where is everybody? All right, you 8 balls, come out of there.
Hey, Captain, we're right over here, sir. Boy, we got a surprise for you. Wait till you see what the guys... You won't believe it.
You bet I won't. Shut up. I didn't come out here to hear you jabber. I came out here to look for, volunteers.
Volunteers, sir? What for?
For a little civic betterment thing that I've organized. I'm calling it the Excess Disposal Unit of Southern Italy.
Mm-hmm. EDCSI. It's... C. Hey, that's great. What is it?
It's the street cleaning department. It's very nice of you boys to volunteer. Shows a fine spirit, fine spirit.
Street cleaning department? Who volunteered?
Captain, I wasn't cut out to push a broom.
It ain't fair.
It's un-American.
Now, wait a minute, sir. I protest. Now, these boys cannot hold down 2 jobs at once. They're already the Volta Fiore Fire Department, and I see no
I don't
reason...
care what they are. I want them to fall in with the Volta Fiore what?
Fire department.
Hey, we were trying to tell you about it before, Captain.
You see, we found this fire engine, sir, and the boys and I...
You found a fire engine? Oh, you finally flipped, haven't you?
Oh, no, sir. Really, that's what I was trying to tell you. The surprise. I was right over here. Come on, sir. Just let me show you.
I've heard some pretty ridiculous tales from you racketeers in my day, but to tell me that you found a...
Oh, sir, look at it. It's a beauty. Yeah, it runs like a clock, too.
Yeah, we really fixed her up.
Yeah, of course, it sounds more like a dive bomber than a fire engine, but Tink did a great job.
Here's what it sounds like. This could be the answer to a prayer. The Volta Fiore Fire Department for the benefit of the people. What could be more civic-minded than that?
Well, sir, it's definitely more impressive than a street cleaning department.
And you're great, sir. The boys can't hold down 2 jobs at one time. All right, firemen, turn in your brooms.
Oh, you can count on us.
What, they 4 hours a day?
Wait a minute.
Oh, what's the...
Stop that. If you think I'd let you pyromaniacs handle my fire engine, then you're out of your minds.
Right. Your fire engine?
I'm confiscating this in the name of civic improvement.
Well, Captain, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's our machine.
We volunteered.
And we've got to go along with it.
You will go along with what I tell you to go along with. I want the peasants, the Volta Fiore, to man this. It'll look better on my record. All right, Elroy. Happy-tuppy.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Don't damage anything.
Oh, no, sir. Here, sir.
PTA and the Chamber of Commerce. Wait till the General sees what I've come up with.
I can't wait.
I've wanted one of these things since I was a kid. Put that man down. He's an officer.
Here we go.
Here we go, Elroy.
Oh, man, are we in for it now? I'll say with 20 gallons of hooch in that water tank.
Well, 20 gallons of who in the what?
You heard him, Mr. Parker. We built a still in that fire engine. The water tank is loaded to the gunnels with booze.
With it? That's what I thought you said. But, of course, it's,
Thought you were going to get him.
Well, I thought you had it.
No, and no! Of all the stupid, idiotic, lira-grabbing stunts I've ever seen. And you were supposed to keep an eye on them.
Well, I did. I guess I just blink once too often.
Oh, if Lead Bottom ever finds out what's in that water tank...
It's all right, I'll tell you.
All right, knock it off. We're not dead yet. There's only one way out for you guys. We gotta swipe that fire engine back. That's the only way to get you guys off the hook.
Not to mention the ladder.
Alarmo, gracias, Alarm me!
No block of the road when the fire department is coming through.
Here comes the chief. Look out below.
A tremendous effort, men. You've clipped 2 seconds off the old record.
Clip 2 inches off your fat chin. Just shut up. I'm the chief here. You're just a water boy. All right, man. Attenzione. Attenzione. Suck in that gut. You ate too much of pasta. Suck it in. Put your hat on right. That's not the way. It's not a sliding board. It's a fire hat. Wait, you wear that. What are you doing? Stop that. This isn't an espresso clutch. This is a fire drill. Watch what you're doing, this man. Wipe your face. What have you been eating? Well, Elroy, what do you think of the first volunteer fire department of Voltafiore?
Oh, sir, a magnificent example of your inspired leadership.
Well, I hope General Bronson agrees with you. I've called him, advising him to come down here today and inspect our band of firefighters.
Oh, good.
All right, men, dismisso.
Dismisso. Now we're in for it.
Oh, the miserable breaks.
He had to invite General Bronson down here.
And if the general ever gets a whiff of that 100-proof fire wagon, it's Arrivederci, Italy, Buongiorno, Portsmouth Prison.
Let's go, Skip. We gotta run that engine out of here.
Are you out of your mind? In broad daylight on the lead-bottom's nose? Not a chance.
Well, we gotta do something. You just can't throw in the towel. I'm too young to start serving time.
I'll argue that. There's one thing we gotta do, fellas. Somehow we gotta drain off all that booze.
Well, Skip, there's over 20 gallons in there. Well, we'd be plastered by the time we got halfway through.
Now, here's the way we'll work it. Giorno. Hey, you boys working hard. How about a nice little bottle of wine to cool off a little bit? On me.
And you?
Sure.
Hey.
That's so nice.
Hey. Left, sweep. Double time, sweep. Fire! Alarm! Man the engine!
Oh, no! Carpenter, what is all the racket about? We already had our fire drill.
But, sir, our call just came in. There's a real fire on the east end of the village.
A real fire? Why didn't you say so? Sound the alarm. Get all the volunteers.
Alarme! Call the volunteers!
Alarme! No, wait a minute, fellas, wait. We haven't to go. And the Arnold.
The chief is coming, gang, away!
How do we get the booze now? I don't know, but if they ever try to use the stuff that's in that tank, it'll be the biggest eruption since Vesuvius. There's the captain. Come on.
All right, you volunteers, get on the wagon. Fire, everybody.
Captain, wait a minute now, sir. Look, I've got...
Just a minute. Get out of these. Go, man. There's a big fire on there.
No, but, sir, you
Stop
can't,
Get
sir.
your hands off of me. I'm on my way. Condition, Rose. All right, get away from the truck. When the general hears about this, I'll probably get a medal. Right from the truck. Wait right for the chief.
Captain! Captain Binghamton, wait! It's me, Elroy, the assistant fire commissioner.
Maybe we can still stop this town from going up in smoke. Chuck, Christy, come with me. The rest of you guys head back to the base. Come on.
There she is, boys. There's a 4-alarm job if I ever saw one. All right, President, fire stations. Fire stations. Oh,
Quick, Binghamton,
General Bronson, I had no idea this was your fire. What an honor this is, General. This is a real honor because, you see, I'm going to squirt out your flames.
Binghamton, knock off the speeches and get to work.
Don't you see what a break it is? You don't have to inspect the brigade. Now you can see them in action for yourself, General. Excuse me there. Not the ladder. When are you going to climb to us?
Binghamton, forget the ladder.
Put the ladder bill. You see, they're a little up. Little overeager. Wait. Oh, I tell you, it's a crack troop, General.
Well, get them cracked.
Yes, all right, paisans, just like the drill. Let's go. El Squirto. El Hozo. There they go.
Hey, there's the fire. Stop! Oh, no, it's the general's jeep.
Oh, boy, let's get out of here.
No, wait a minute. We've got to stop them. Come on.
Let's go. Heave-a-ho, heave-a-ho. There we go, boys.
Binghamton, can't you move any faster?
Oh, yes, we'll have it under control in a jiffy, General. Angelo, start the pump. Luigi, get everything going. Here we go.
No, wait a minute. Hold it, Captain. No, you can't use this equipment, sir. You can't.
Use this. This is my fire department. I'll do anything I
But,
please.
sir, no. Wait a minute. You can't, sir. Come back.
Get your hands off of my hose. That's an order.
But, General, you can't let the captain use this old equipment, sir. Why, if he flips some kind of valve, heaven knows what'll happen, sir.
That's right. And besides, the water in the tank's dirty. It's unsanitary.
Oh, don't let them, General. They're a lot of glory grabbers. They want to put out your fire and grab the glory. That's all.
Well, here, you want to put out the fire? Use this, then.
I don't want that.
There you are, sir. Over. You see that? Even the bucket doesn't work right.
I'm sorry, General. It was his fault. You're sorry.
Will you forget about me and get on with it? My Jeep is burning to the ground.
Turn on the valve.
No, Captain, don't. You can't, Captain, don't. Wait a minute. Get back, everybody. Back. Get away from here. Go on.
Turn the valve.
No, don't do it. No. Turn the valve. Bingham! What have you done to my Jeep, you numbskull?
I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. You blew it up. Of all the stupid, ridiculous... Get rid of that so-called fire engine. It's a menace.
Yeah, you're so right, sir.
Christy, get rid of that fire engine. It's a menace.
Oh, wait a minute. What about my fire department?
Fire department? Pyromaniac ring is more like it. How dare you call this crackpot stunt a civic contribution? How am I going to get out of here? I got the General to use my vehicle, sir. Come.
Why don't you tell the general about your street cleaning committee? Bet you the guys that sold you back your brooms. Can I try your hat on?
No, you can't get out of here.
Hey, come back!
No fire engine? I quit.
Me too.
Oh, wait, boys. Don't be fair weather friends.
Goodbye.
Hey, boys. Wait, think of the pension and welfare fund. Why is it me? Why is it always me?
Oh, man, am I stuffed.
Yeah, Foods, that was quite a feast you put on.
Boy, it's like having Thanksgiving 3 months early.
Maybe 3 months early, but still got lots to be thankful for.
Yeah, we're off the hook.
And for the last time.
Absolutely. Why, we've learned our lesson.
No, you bet, Skip. No more booze, no more stills. We're going strictly legit. That'll be the day.
Well, boys, let's forget everything. Have a nice, peaceful day. Fuji, turn on that nice phonograph, will you?
No, let's keep it peaceful. Let's keep it peaceful, Skip.
You don't want to listen to this crummy old thing.
Besides, all the records are warped.
I'd like to hear some nice after-dinner music. Turn it on, Fuji.
I'll never smile again until I smile at you.
What is that?
He sounds like he's singing in a shower.
Another still. Of all the low-down, double-crossing...
Skip. We were just making a little after-dinner brandy, that's all.
After-dinner brandy? That's just what...
Come. All right, you kids, get away from that Jeep. That's government property. Parker, you get those other juvenile delinquents away from there right away, on the double.
All right, boys, I'm going to have to get off the Jeep. Awful. That's the way. See, I hate to do that, boys, but see the fellow over there with the glasses? Mino. And besides, this is not a toy, boys. This is a deadly weapon. See here where the safety's off? You know what would happen if you pulled that trigger? Now there. Let that be a lesson to you.
Spare me. I'm too young to die. Spare me. Oh, it stopped. Oh, they never touched me. They touched me. Oh!
Sir, I heard shooting at... Captain? Captain, are you all right? Sir, speak to me, sir. Sir? Captain? Sir, oh, no. Right through the heart. He's been murdered!
Carpy, what's wrong?
You assassin! Arrest that man! He just murdered the captain!
Me? Oh, no, wait a minute. Carpy, all I did was I just, I murdered the captain.
Stop him! Stop that murderer! Arrest that man! He just murdered the captain! After him! Stop that murderer! Don't let him get away!
Hey, what happened?
Oh, it's just terrible that fiend Parker just murdered the captain. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh, it was awful. He took deliberate aim with a machine gun and it was ghastly. Oh, my captain, look at him.
Oh, the poor captain. What is it, Skip?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. This is strawberry preserves.
Strawberry preserves?
Give me that shot.
Captain, wake up, Captain.
Oh, Captain, you're not dead. Oh, good old sir. Good old.
Not dead. Well, of course I'm not dead. If I was dead, you think I'd be in the same place with him?
Well, I mean, when Ensign Parker shot that machine gun at
Parker,
you...
that's what happened. He, with a machine gun, where'd he nick me? He got... I'm bleeding. Get a corner. Get a corner.
Wait, hold it, Captain. You're fine. That's only strawberry jam, sir.
Strawberry jam? Are you out of your mind? You think I don't know blood from strawberry... It's my wife's preserves. He got my wife's preserves. I'm gonna get him for this. I'm gonna get him.
Now, wait a minute, Captain. Don't go blowing your stack. I'm sure there's a very logical explanation to this whole accident.
You can bet your bottom lira there is, that little assassin. He tried to wipe me out, and all he got was my wife's preserves. Now, you call out every MP in this area. I'm gonna get that little assassin if it takes till VE Day.
Oh, boy, what's my mother gonna say? I could just hear her now. My son the murderer.
That's him! You there! Stop!
He's not in there, Skip. Not a sign of him anywhere, Skip.
He couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of got a feeling that somehow we're always just missing him. Come on this way.
He's got to be around here somewhere. Try that door.
Oh, boy. Hey, give me that thing. I need it more than you do here. Buy yourself some garlic. Oh, boy. I can't go on. A murderer. Gotta run for the rest of my life. Oh, boy.
Well, we'll just have to keep looking for him. After all, this is Army country. Any joker, dressed as an ensign, has got to stick out like a sore thumb.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, let's go.
L'onda prospero vento Santa Lucia Santa Lucia sul mare.
Well, what's petty theft to a murderer?
Of all the...
Wanted, dead or alive?
Oh, that Binghamton must be kidding.
Mr. Park hasn't got a chance with these things all over town.
It'll be shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah, well, not if I have anything to say about it. Before I let Binghamton declare open season on Mr. Parker, I'm going to do a little shooting myself. Come on, Groob. You guys wait here. Dead or alive?
Well, they're liable to shoot him just to get the reward.
Well, then that'll be the best money I ever spent. Now get out of here, McHale. Scram. Just scram.
Captain, I've got the most wonderful news. This MP just told me they've brought in Ensign Parker.
Is he alive?
How with him, who could tell? Where is he?
He's outside in the Jeep, sir.
Hey, Steve, bring in Ensign Parker.
Oh, this is my finest hour, McHale. 38 years of clean living, finally rewarded.
That's Ensign Parker?
I ought to have you bird brains tossed in the brig for arresting the wrong man. This officer could sue you for a thing like... An earring? He's wearing an... What outfit are you with?
Ma questo è un insulto! Insulto! Perché mi ha portato qui? Perché, imbecille? Perché mi ha portato qui?
Who's the jabbering about? What is that?
He's a gypsy, sir.
A gypsy? Are they drafting them?
Oh, no, not them. You see...
All I say is that the man is out of uniform. You're a disgrace wearing jewelry. How dare you strike me? I'm the military governor here. If a thing like that happens again, you'll grab him.
Non mi porta chi è lei, non mi porta un corno! E per piacere non mi tocchi gli irocchini!
I think we've got the wrong man, but I'll bet that's the right uniform. I am certain that's Ensign Parker's.
I believe you're right, Elroy. That's just... Ask him where he got it.
I don't speak Italian, sir.
But I do, sir, I do. Allow me.
Let me get it.
Now, senti. Dove hai pigliato questa camisa e I pantaloni, eh?
Oh, i vestiti, un mamalucco. Un mamalucco, ho rubato tutti I miei vestiti mentre io facevo il bagno.
Dove?
Sulla strada a nord, 5 chilometri di qui. 5, sì.
What did he say? Wow.
He said, sir, that someone took all his clothes while he was taking a bath 10 kilometers from here on the South Road.
On the South Road. And we know who that someone was, don't we? All right, you two goofballs, take this other goofball to the pokey. I'll need him as a witness.
Come on, go down there.
Carpenter, quit directing traffic. Get my Jeep.
Yes, sir.
Catch that killer ensign before somebody else does. And McHale, get out of my way.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, Steve, are you cracking up? Telling old Itchy Finger where to find Mr. Parker.
Are you kidding? Sure, I told him to find Mr. Parker on the South Road 10 kilometers from here, right?
Right.
But Mr. Parker isn't there. Mr. Parker's on the North Road 5 kilometers from here.
That's my skipper.
Benvenuti, welcome. Well, what can I do for you?
We're looking for a short, bald, pot-belly ensign.
An insignone?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. We are a very poor little tribe. We no can afford to have an insignone.
Well, this is what he looks like. I'll just post this over here, and if you see him, you just let us know.
Hello.
What you doing under there?
I just looking for my other earring. Well, time to dance, everybody. Musica.
Oops. I'm sorry.
Well, Chief, that's our baby. Just remember, he's dangerous.
Don't worry. For 1,000 lire, nobody is dangerous.
tobacco. Yeah. He's the one. He's him. Luigi, Antonio, come on, quick, hurry up. And now, Signore Parker, we're going to have a nice little talk.
Yeah, well, I don't think that...
1,000 a day.
Pardon me.
Stop him. Get him. He's doing 1,000 a day.
Hey, Skipper, look! It's Mr. Parker! That mother gypsies is chasing him.
With knives, shit. Hey, Chuck! Come on, get this thing going straight. Hurry up. Go! Hey!
Are you all right, Mr. Parker?
Boy, are we glad to see you.
We've been looking everywhere for you. Oh, thanks a lot, you guys, but you shouldn't have done it. I'm a fugitive from justice. You're gonna get in trouble for this.
Well, now, what did you expect us to do? Leave you to that pack of bounty hunters?
Oh, boy, I don't understand it, Skip. I had a happy childhood. I love my mother. I wasn't even mad at Binghamton when I killed him. Skip, where'd I go wrong?
Maybe because you never learned how to aim a machine gun. You missed him by a mile.
Now, wait a minute. I'm telling you guys it was an accident. These kids were... I missed him. You mean I didn't kill him?
That's right.
He's alive and kicking.
Alive and kicking? Well, if I didn't kill him, then I'm not a murderer. I'm just a regular all-American boy. Hey, boy. Hey, wait a minute. If I didn't kill him, why is everybody after me?
Because the charge is attempted murder. Now, we gotta hide you out until we get you off the hook. So come on, let's make tracks out of here. Let's go.
What are we gonna do, Skip?
I'm thinking.
Hey, Skip, I got an idea. Look, why don't you turn me in and get the reward? Why, for 1,000 lira, you could get a pretty good lawyer.
Oh, cut it out, will you, Chuck? We're not going to turn you in, and that's that. Look, why don't you get on that periscope there and keep a sharp lookout while we do some thinking?
Got a wild goose chase, Willie. I'll show that McHale. He's probably got that baby-faced butcher hidden around the base somewhere. Find that menace, Parker, and have him put away if it's the last thing I'd... Periscope in a tree? With my glasses. It's a periscope in a tree.
Hi, Captain. Hey! It's Binghamton! Binghamton's here!
Ah, trying to get away. Now, you come back here. That's an order. Come back here.
How far away is he?
Huh? He's right here. I looked right in his eye. Oh, boy, I think he hit something.
Here, let me have it. Oh, brother, I'll say you hit something. It's lead bottom flat on his back. Come on, let's go.
Boy, I better really kill him this time.
Oh, brother.
Look at him. Oh, boy, now I'm really in trouble. I killed him twice.
Oh, no, he's just out cold. And from the size of that bump on his chin, he's going to be hearing the birdies sing for quite a while.
Oh, thank goodness. Gosh, maybe I really am a menace. Come on, Skip, what are we waiting for?
Let's get lead bottom out of here.
And then what? Look, when Binghamton comes to, he's going to want to know about that scope. And when he does, boy.
He'll blow the whistle.
This place will be crawling with MPs.
They'll find our wine cellar for sure.
Yeah, that'll be goodbye, Charlie Parker.
All right. You ape, stop singing the blues. We got to come up with something to tell Binghamton when he comes to. The question is what?
Maybe we can con him into thinking he saw an enemy sub.
On dry land? Brilliant. Tink, you're a regular quiz kid. Come on, will you stop coming up with those cockamamie ideas? Wait a minute. Tink, maybe you got something there.
Skip, I was only kidding. I mean, a land submarine?
No. I'm not talking about land submarine. I'm talking about a real submarine. A German U-boat.
German U-boat?
What are you talking about? Go. The suspense is murder.
Please, do you have to use that word?
Supposing we tell Leadbottom that Mr. Parker actually saved his life. Well, then he'd never press charges for attempted murder, now would he?
Never.
Not a chance.
Okay, how do we fake a thing like that?
Oh, now, come on, look, we're just wasting time. Look, I'll explain it on the way while you guys lug Leadbottom down to the 73. Easy does it.
ship. He's coming too.
All right. Christy, keep a sharp lookout, will you?
All right, Skip.
All right, now look, boys. Play it up to the hilt, but don't overdo it, or we'll blow the whole deal. All right, take your places.
Oh, my head. Oh, my head. Where am I? Where?
The security's attacking gun.
Jawohl, Herr Leutnant. Preparen Sie die Torpedoschlagen.
Who are all you people? Why am I tied up like this? Put on the lights. Where am I?
Ah, Capitan. You are aboard the pride of the Führer's Unterseeboten fleet. The famed Unterseeboten 1, 2, 3. Signal!
I'll tell you, you're all Germans and I'm on a submarine? Oh, I don't believe it.
Alles ist ready to dive in, Herr Kapitän.
Alles los, Mr. Ballast Tanker einkanten.
Preparen Sie to submersion. Preparen Sie to submersion.
No, wait, no submersion, no submersion, please. My ears even pop in the shower. I can't. Let me go.
We cannot let you go, Schwein. You have seen too much.
Yeah, like the secret weapon we was testing in the woods, Dalton.
The land periscope.
Land periscope? What land periscope?
The one that was hidden in the tree.
Oh, no. I didn't see that one. No. That looked like an ordinary tree to me with an eyeball in it.
Quiet! Prepare to submersion! Closing the action!
Hatchet closing.
Yeah, don't close the hatchet. Don't dive. No.
Quiet! And sit down next to the other prisoner!
You mean there are two of us?
Jules! Make me the marking order!
Captain, it's me, Ensign Parker.
Ensign Parker. Oh, you little swine, you little assassin. This is where you've been hiding out. You sold out to the enemy, didn't you?
Nay, I was captured in the woods just like you. They got me all tied up. I got a blindfold on and a gag.
Gag? How can you talk?
It's hard.
I'm glad they didn't do that to me.
Alles ist ready. Können Sie diven, Herr Kapitän?
Oh, ja, das ist gut. Making me to dive in for the Unterseeboten under the Wasser. Get diving.
Oh, no. No, don't go down with me aboard. No.
Sein, Fathom Dorten.
Sign, Fathom Dorten.
Oh, I hope they didn't leave any portholes open.
Zwanzig, Fathom Dorten.
No.
30, Fathom Dorten.
30, Fathom Dorten.
Oh, boy, hang on. We're really diving now.
Get up, Fathom Dorten. Ah, mein Kapitan. Now you can relax and have a wonderful trip with us. Provided, of course, there is no trouble.
Achtung! Enemy Boten! Bearing 2, 3, 1!
Open the periscope!
What's happening? What's going on?
Himmel! Ein amerikanischer Torpedoboten mit the number 73!
Hey, you hear that? It's our boys, 7Z3. They've come to save us.
Okay, McHale, give them the old depth charge attack.
Depth charge, you boob. You want to get us killed? McHale, no depth charge. That's an order. McHale, it's me down here. It's your beloved captain.
Ein Hit! Ist das nicht sinken, Dalton?
Ach, wir haben gesprungen, der Liegen!
Liegen Sie!
Oh, I feel it. McHale finally did it to me.
Abandon tug the U-Booten! Blow out the ballast tanken! Schnell!
Achtung! We made it, Herr Kapitän!
Ah, good! Abandon the U-Booten! Open the hatchen!
No, come back here. Wait a minute. Prisoners and women first. They're leaving us to drown like rats.
Oh, no, they're not. I think I'm getting my ropes loose. There, my hands are out. See? Feel my hands?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting my blindfold off. There. Ha-ha. Well, so long, Captain. It's been nice knowing you.
So long. Wait a minute. What do you mean, so long, you boob? I mean, Chucky! Don't leave your dear old captain. Save me.
I'm over here. Now, why should I save you? I just have to go back and face a murder rap.
A murder rap? Whoever gave you an idea like that, boy? That was just a little joke. Funny little joke. Oh, no, who'd press charges against a dear boy like you? Huh?
You mean that?
Oh, I mean it. There's now untie me and take my blindfold off.
Well, there's no time to get your blindfold off. I mean,
it's time to
after
get
all,
me
we got
loose.
to haul anchor while the hauling's good.
No, get this
Another leak.
Another leak. If it's time to get the rope cut, why don't you get the blindfold?
Don't worry about it.
All right, wait a minute. Ow.
This way.
Pardon me, madam. Who is it?
Abandon me! Harassment, you Americana! Stop me! Get you both! What's up with the Americana? Here. Stop me! Out!
Hey!
Get to the Americana! Stop me!
Here you go, sir.
Who are those people helping me?
Well, I made friends with a couple of them.
No, they're not all bad.
You're right. Okay, we gotta get out of here, sir.
All right.
I'll roll. Keep moving.
I got my hands free. I'll get the blindfold.
No,
up.
don't touch it, sir.
Why
It may
not?
be poison.
How have I heard of a
Just
poison?
roll. Just roll. Keep rolling. They're after us. Keep
I can't roll without this blindfold.
No, get off. They're shooting.
Who hit me?
Huh? They're shooting. Huh? Boy, that was close. Keep going. Look, Captain, that's a 7-3. Over here.
5-3. It's us. Save me.
We're coming, Captain. We'll save you. Take it easy. Get him aboard.
Here you go, Captain.
Easy does it, Captain. We've got you.
Here we go, Captain. Yes, sir.
Oh, bless you, Clinton, my boy. Bless you, bless you. You'll never know what I've been through. Never, never, never.
Well, I can just imagine, sir, on that sub. Yes, sir. But the question is, how did you escape?
Oh, how did I escape? Well, I owe it all to this brave, unselfish boy here.
Oh, think nothing of it, sir. It's nothing that any brave, unselfish lad wouldn't have done.
Well, look what you've done, you boob. You ruined the whole scene. Now we gotta shoot this all over again. Back to your places.
Oh, not again, Captain. You've been machine gunning us all afternoon.
Have a heart, sir. We died 16 times already.
You be quiet. Nobody likes a pushy bit player. Carpenter, give me more blanks for the retakes.
Yes, sir.
If you men don't get this thing right, I'm gonna start using real bullets.
Oh, now, look, Captain, we agreed to help you make this battle film so you can send it to your wife. But it's getting late.
Yeah, we'd kind of like to rest up for the party tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Captain. The cast party that you promised us.
There is not going to be any cast party unless you clodhoppers get this thing right. Do you understand that? Now get back to your places. Back to your places.
Your phone, man, Captain.
Just a minute. Are you ready, Carpenter?
Ready anytime you are, WB.
All right, now quiet on the set. Now, I want realism in it this time. I want you to think like Germans and act like Germans. Now, Achtung, mach schnell.
Your phone, man, Captain.
Oh, and don't you worry, sir. When you yell action this time, it's going to be great. Tell you what, I'll take this grenade, and then I'll have a real sneer on my face like a German, like this.
No, you... Chuck, no, you activated the grenade. Go ahead, try it. Hit the dirt, you guys.
Here's your grenade, Captain.
That grenade gave me a concussion.
Captain, sir,
bumbling. Look what you made me do now. The whole thing is...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but well, I just wanted to tell you that the villa's all set up for the cast party.
Cast party? What cast party?
Oh, the one you promised Commander McHale and his men for helping out in the movie.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, no, sir.
You think I'd give a party for those assassins after what they did to me out there this afternoon?
But, sir, I've already made the arrangements. The food, the wine, music for dancing.
Never mind. Only dancing I want to see are those assassins on the end of a rope. I just cancel it. I won't cancel everything. Gotta be somewhere I get rid of those men for good. Hello, Captain Binghamton.
Binghamton, it's Harrigan. I'm up in San Romano with Congresswoman Adele Austin of the Military Affairs Committee.
Congresswoman, huh? And you can't wait to start buttering her up, can't you? Oh, Harrigan, I tell you, you're without a doubt.
Look, Bingy, I don't have time to bicker. I just called to tell you that Miss Austin's coming to Volta Fiore at 9 o'clock tonight. So you better put your house in order quick.
What do you mean by a crack like that?
There's one thing Miss Austin can't stand. It's drinking and gambling and carrying on. So take my advice. If you want to make points with her, you better lock up McHale and his carousers for the night.
Harrigan, when I want your advice, I'll ask for it. Carpenter, lock up McHale and his carousers for the night. There's a congresswoman coming here. If she finds any gambling or drinking, then she... Wait a minute. This could be the answer to my prayer.
Sir?
You already said that. I changed my mind about the party. I promised McHale and his men a cast party, and I'm going to give it to them. Am I going to give it to them? Cheers, Elroy.
Cheers, sir.
Did I hear right, Captain? That the party is still on for tonight?
Quint, I am surprised that you're surprised. Weren't you promised a cast party by an officer and a gentleman?
Oh, no, sir. You promised us.
Love him. Now, you boys worked hard. You deserve a reward.
Oh, much obliged. Hi, fellas. Hi there. Hi, Captain.
Oh, hi. Look who's here, fellas. Dopey. Everything ready for the party?
Yes, sir. I ordered more food and more wine, and the villa is all ready for action. Oh, and the dancing girls are all set, too, sir.
Dancing girls?
Oh, yes. When I throw a party, I pull out all the stops. Why, back home at the yacht club, they used to call me King of the Wingdings.
Captain, are you sure that grenade didn't knock some bats loose in your belfry?
I've never seen anything like you. Okay, fellas, let's go. See you at the villa tonight. All right, 8 o'clock. Have a good time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Enjoy tonight. Enjoy. Eat. Live it up. Because in 2 hours, when I raid their little orgy with Congresswoman Austin, they're gonna be dead. You, I want you to get over the signal corps, and I want you to check out that movie camera again.
Movie camera? What for, sir?
Well, I want to record this little triumph for posterity. And for Pumpkin, you get it?
Check WB.
King of prestidigitators, light-fingered Lester.
Cheers.
Here's looking at you. Bad grape.
You're cute.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll get a little air. I'll get back to this
Madam Congresswoman, as the military governor, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome you to Volta Fiore. And I would like to present these to you as a token of my esteem and my respect.
Oh, well, thank you, sir, but you really shouldn't have. I had
Not
to...
by the Congresswoman here. Why would I give you anything?
Well, sir, I thought when... Well, sir, here's the movie camera.
It's about time. Did you look in on the party?
Oh, yes, sir, I peeked in. And I must say that Commander McHale and his men could certainly teach those Romans a few things.
Good. Because when the Congresswoman looks in and sees all that carousing, then it's going to be goodbye to the flea-bitten barflies of the 73 and hello, Admiral Binghamton.
Well, you're right, sir. She is bound to have you promoted. Admiral Binghamton.
Does have a ring to
Sounds
it, doesn't
beautiful.
it? Now, say it again.
Admiral Binghamton. Admiral Binghamton.
Admiral Binghamton.
Admiral Binghamton? jumping the gun a bit there, ain't you, old boy?
Harrigan, I don't have time to talk to you. I'm awfully busy. I'm expecting a congresswoman any minute.
Well, don't hold your breath, Wally boy. That's what I called you about. She's not coming to Volta Fiore.
I don't care about that because she's not what?
She got to fly back to Washington tomorrow, so I talked her into spending the rest of her stay up here.
Why, you sneaky, greedy, promotion-grabbing...
Now, Biggie, I know how bad you feel. But think of it this way. Volta Fiore isn't losing an admiral, it's gaining a general. Come on, sailor.
Elroy, this is the blackest moment of my life. I put on this whole wild party for nothing.
Oh, no, sir. It wasn't for nothing.
Wasn't?
Oh, no, sir. It cost you about 9,000 lira. There was 3,000 for the wine, 3,000 lira for the food.
I don't care what it costs. If only Congresswoman Austin could see McHale and his playboys in action.
Yes, sir. Well, I might as well take this movie camera back. There'll be nothing to photograph now.
I know it. Don't rub it in, you pea-brain, you... Wait a minute, I forgot about the camera. Elroy, you're a genius.
But, sir, I thought I was a pea-brain.
Well, you're the world's first pea-brain genius. What do you want from me? If she can't go to the party, we'll take the party to her on film in living color.
3,000 lira doesn't make it.
What I trust you're getting every sordid detail.
Oh, yes, sir. I've already taken 2 reels, sir. Oh, this should really make quite a movie.
Oh, I agree with you, Elroy. The only thing that is keeping this from being an American classic is it needs a handsome, dashing leading man.
But where could we ever find someone like that way out here, sir?
I'm him. Of course, I'm going to dash in and I'm going to break up that bacchanal. And I want you to take pictures of me doing it.
Oh, yes, sir. You can depend on me, sir.
And no matter what happens, keep them rolling.
Keep them rolling.
Cary Grant, here I come. Judy.
Let's drink a toast to the man who's responsible for this party.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Our own commanding officer, who, although he may have a rough, tough, and gruff exterior, really has a heart of lead.
All right, you barnacle booze hounds, you're under arrest.
Arrest? Why are we under arrest?
Oh, some people come in the room, say hello. He always says you're under arrest.
Mr. Capitano, right here.
Now, you girls, leave me alone. Stop it. No kisser.
No kisser. Go on, kiss him. He loves it.
Now, here, you stop that. You bad girls, you just stop that. I'm a married man. What do I tell Pumpkin?
What do we tell Pumpkin?
Now the party's really picking up.
Here, Captain, have some wine.
Yeah.
Wine. It does look like wine, doesn't it? It smells like wine, too. That is wine.
How about trying your luck with the bones, Captain?
No, wait a minute, Groob. I don't think the captain's a gambling man.
Oh, it's okay, Skip. As long as he's the host, he can have the first roll free. What do you say, sir? I can cover it up to 500 lira.
I'll take those dice, Gruber. And I've got a system. I'll show you a system how to get rid of that money. How do you like that system?
Yeah, that's a pretty good system. Let me try that.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Captain, you're a real swinger.
You're the life of the party, Wally, baby. I want to tell you, the party is over. Now get up your hands or I'm going to start shooting.
Come on, Wally, stop kidding.
You gotta be joking.
Wait, well, hold it, boys. I'm beginning to suspect that the joke is on us.
You couldn't be more right, McHale. All right, Elroy, cut.
Cut.
Check WB. Sir, I got it all. Every delicious moment of it.
Hey, what's with the camera?
What do, shoot another movie?
That's right, and you're all the stars.
You took our picture without asking us? Oh, I'm going to call my agent.
I think you'd be a lot better off if you called your lawyer. Because when Congresswoman Austin sees these films...
Congresswoman? Hey, Captain, what's this about a congresswoman?
Such a blabbermouth. You're always... All right, McHale. Congresswoman Austin is coming here to the front looking for vice and corruption. And when I show her these films, it's going to be goodbye to the carouses of PT 73.
Captain, that big is awesome.
Well, all right, let's go. If we hurry, we may have the films ready in time for the Academy Awards. You've heard of them, haven't you, Academy Awards? Now, don't forget, that congresswoman leaves for Washington tomorrow, so we'll get right on that film, Sergeant.
I'll have it for you in the morning, sir.
Oh, Sergeant, Make up another print for me to screen in my office. I want to see if the camera catches the real me.
Psst. Hey, Biff, come here.
Hey, Gruber, baby. I told you I'd pay you that $50 I owe you right after payday. Now I gotta go.
No. Now, how would you like to even up that debt right now?
I haven't got time for a game right now, Gruber. I gotta work on that film for Binghamton.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. You forget about Binghamton's home movies, and I'm sure Groove will be very glad to forget about that $50 you owe.
What?
Okay?
Oh, now wait a minute, fellas. Binghamton wants that film first thing in the morning. I deliver him a film. Excuse me, sir.
But wait a minute, Sergeant. Wait, just a minute. Okay, you deliver him the film in the morning. But suppose we make a few deletions, you know, like cut out a few little things.
Like what?
Like us. Look, why don't we go into your office and talk this whole thing over, huh?
I just can't wait to see the world premiere of that award-winning picture, The Decline and Fall of the McHale Empire.
Captain.
Well, that isn't the Navy's answer to Laurel and Hardy. Come right in, boys. You're just in time for a showing of my new movie, sort of a sneak preview.
Oh, sneak's a good word.
It's very good. You're going to be awfully funny at the court-martial, Chucky. Go right in, boys. It's a free showing.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You don't have to thank me, McHale, because after Congresswoman... Get out of there. You're sick. What's the matter with you? Get over there. Congresswoman says the other print of this film for you and your party boys is going to be Gone with the Wind.
Oh, that's a good one, sir. Gone.
Yes, I sort of like that myself, Elroy.
Funny.
Roll 'em. Oh, I'm really going to enjoy this, McHale.
I'd enjoy it a lot more if I had some popcorn.
Shut up, you goof.
You look wonderful, Captain. So brave and handsome.
Thank you, Elroy. This is one mess you're not going to lie your way out of, McHale, because one picture's worth 1,000 words.
Oh, you can say that again, sir. Just look at you, Captain.
Wait a minute, I don't remember that.
My, you are having yourself a time, aren't you, Captain?
Oh, I've seen winos in my day.
How did that get in there? That looks like I'm playing dice. Why aren't you and your men in that film?
Oh, we don't mind, sir. After all, you're the captain, and we're just lowly sailors.
Boy, look at him go, old Hot Lips Binghamton.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off!
Of course, I think it's a little too sexy for the enlisted man.
Carpenter, you dunce, you. Why did you keep photographing me? They're the ones I want to frame. Don't catch.
I don't know what happened, sir. I did take pictures of them.
Well, this is ridiculous. That picture makes me look like the biggest carouser since Whiskey Pete. I ought to tear you limb from limb.
But, sir, it's not my fault. Somebody must have edited that film.
Oh, don't be. Who could have edited the... Who would edit the film? Oh, McHale. You and your scissor-happy thugs, you cut yourselves right out of that film, didn't you?
Oh, but Captain, we're not film editors.
Oh, I'm gonna get you for this.
Oh, but if I were you, sir, I wouldn't worry about us. I'd start thinking about yourself, like canceling that shipment of the other print to Congresswoman Austin.
Well, I hate to admit it, McHale, but you're right. That film could ruin me. Get on the phone. Call a signal corps. Cancel the shipment.
Yes, sir. Cancel it, sir?
Well, of course, cancel it. Do you know what would happen if that lady Blue Nose saw me running around up there like Irving Orgy or somebody? Do you have any idea what would happen?
No, sir. But I think we'll know pretty soon. I already sent her the film.
Well, that's good, because I don't... You what?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Sir, you told me to get it to her as quickly as possible, and you know me. I shipped it out the first thing this morning.
Well, you know me, and you'll get it right back here, you boob. Hello. Oh, Harrigan, why do you keep bothering me?
Whoa, my Wally. Oh, I've seen some earthy Italian films in my time, but that one you sent Congresswoman Austin, that'd be banned to the bachelor smoker.
You mean she's seen it already? But I can explain it, Colonel.
Oh, you'll have your chance. She canceled her flight home, and she's she's on her way to Voltafiore to crack down on you and your wicked, wicked ways. Oh, I never knew you had it in you, you sly old dog, you.
Colonel, couldn't you, Colonel, hello, Colonel? Hello? Oh, Congresswoman has seen the film and she's on her way here.
Well, so long, Wally.
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. If she's coming down here to get my scalp, I'm going to see to it that she gets both of your scalps, too.
Well, that leaves me out.
Well, hold it, Chuck. Now, look, Captain, don't panic. Maybe we can figure out some way.
McHale, you did this to me. You edited that film to make me look like the star of an adult movie for Italians only.
Oh, sir, you mean an Italian movie for adults only?
Yeah, hey, I'm not talking. I'm talking. He knows what I mean, and you're going to get it.
Wait a minute, Captain. That could be it.
That could be what?
Our way out.
What's your idea, McHale? Wow.
I'm sorry, madam, but I'm under strict orders not to let anyone through until the captain has finished working.
Working, eh? Let me through, sailor, or I'll report you to your draft board. Captain Binghamton!
Who are you?
I happen to be Congresswoman Adele Austin.
Cut! Get your hands directly out, cut!
Who let this woman in here? How dare you come on to my set in the middle of an important scene?
What in heaven's name is going on here?
What's going on? I tell you what's going on. This is a gondola race. So what do you think is going on? I'm trying to make it a cinema.
Maestro, calm yourself.
Don't talk to me. How many times I tell you don't talk to the director? How many times I tell you this is a closed set and no visitors, right?
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Who is this madman?
Oh, madman? Oh, no, ma'am. You see, this is Signor Federico Parchini.
Very famous Italian movie.
Right, I'll do the talking. I'm sorry we can't use you, but don't call us, we call you.
Maestro, please, Maestro. See, this is Miss Austin. She's a United States Congresswoman.
I don't care. We can't use you now. No autographs.
Oh, I never.
Well, you ought to try once in a while. Now, I'll
just a moment, my good man. Oh, Captain, and you, I insist on knowing what is an Italian director doing making a bawdy movie with American personnel on an American military base?
Oh, no, ma'am. No. This is a training film.
A training film? For which side?
Well, you see, Monsieur Federico has graciously offered his talents to warn the American servicemen of the great dangers that they can expect in a strange country.
I find that very commendable, but rather hard to believe. A training film with Captain Binghamton in it?
Yes, I sent you the rushes. Didn't you get them? I mean, I thought I did rather well.
Well, you see, ma'am, that's the genius of Signor Federico. Yes, ma'am.
That's right. I have the ability to make anybody a great star. Even you.
Me?
Of course, it'd be very difficult, but it is possible when my genius arrives to the occasion.
Please, Signor Parchini.
Now, there is a face like the earth itself. Look at the profile. Look at the nose. Well, at the nose. But look at the fire in the eyes and the quiver in the lips. You can make it. You look. I can see that. You can do that, maybe.
Oh, you dear man.
All right, Signora McHale, sign her up for the training film.
No, I'm sorry. The lady can't stay, sir.
Yes, Signor. She's got to get back to Washington.
Forget Washington. Can he make her a star?
I'm sorry, Madam Congresswoman, but Lieutenant Cotton is waiting to take you to the airstrip now. You see, he's on second thought, Signor Parchini, using Miss Austin in a film might be an excellent idea.
I'm so confused. I don't know what to say.
Arrogance here. I'll try to get rid of him.
Oh, no.
I'm terribly sorry, Colonel, but my orders are not to let anyone in.
Carpenter, I'm warning you for the first and the last time.
Colonel Harrigan. We didn't expect you, sir.
I'm sure you didn't, McHale. Now, what's going on in there, and where is Congresswoman Austin?
Oh, well, she's very busy, sir, with Captain Binghamton. They're making a training film. So if you'll come back later, sir.
Please, mister. That's your excuse this time, is it? A phony training film?
Yes, sir.
No. Did you say phony, Colonel? With the great Italian maestro Federico Parchini directing it?
Federico Parchini. Oh, well, I wouldn't think of it.
Yes, sir. All right, knock it off, you phony. The party's over.
Miss Austin, ma'am, I'm sorry for what's happened here. I must apologize.
Colonel Harrigan, how dare you come barging in like this? You owe Senor Parchini an apology. You Philistine.
Senor Parchini? Let me tell you
How
something,
about,
ma'am.
wait a minute, Colonel. Senor Parchini, did you hear her deliver those lines? What fire! What talent!
Now look here, all of you! Quiet on the set!
No, the way you call it this Philistine. Philistine, that's a magnificent. Let me hear that again. Let me go.
You Philistine.
Beautiful!
Even I couldn't have done...
I tell you to be quiet. How many times I tell you to be quiet? I'm the decide. I'm the director. Now, take this Philistine off of the set. Close set.
You heard him, Colonel. You're aggravating, Senor. You'll either have to go or be quiet.
You heard the Congresswoman?
No, I think in this scene I play as a woman who is a mature, experienced, dangerous.
I'd sure hate to be the one to tell her she's not really a femme fatale. Wouldn't you, Colonel?
I don't care. You simply can't do... Oh, you did it to me again.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, such a passion, such a fire.
Yeah, I must say, we've had some close calls, but that was...
Yankee notes! Die!
Hold it!
Yeah, now, wait a minute, Fooch. Can't we talk this over? I mean, after all, we're friends, aren't we?
Yeah, well, what's this all about?
I just want you to take some home movies of me so I can show to my girlfriend after.
Face. Well, son, look, that's a no. MJ slumped. Man, I was kinda hoping you did, but I was hoping I didn't hear it. But I did want to hear it, but I didn't want to hear it, because if y'all doing it, then I'ma hear it. Do what? Marcus asked, his brow furrowing. MJ, what are you talking about? The walls, Dad, they're thin. When that Terry Pendergrass starts playing, I know the deal. It's Teddy Pendergrass. Marcus corrected automatically. Him too. But see, then you come downstairs just smiling and giggling, and then Mama comes right behind you, and she's all hing hing hing. MJ mimicked the high-pitched giggle. The bus is here. Marcus shouted, grateful for the yellow Salvation pulling up to the curb. Go. Good luck at school. As MJ bolted out the door, Angela Williams descended the stairs. She was a whirlwind of energy, beauty, and righteous indignation. She didn't look at Marcus. She looked through him. Good morning, babe, Marcus tried, his voice hopeful. Angela stopped. She took a deep breath. For a moment, the tension in the room seemed to soften. Baby, she started, her voice uncharacteristically quiet. I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long. That explains all the smoke coming from your ears, Marcus quipped. Angela didn't bite. I've decided to trust you. I believe you did not sleep with this woman, and I'm gonna let it go. Marcus felt like he'd just won the Super Bowl. Baby, are you serious? Thank you. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to hear that. He stepped toward her, arms open. If I didn't have to go to work, I'd go up those stairs and soundproof the room right now. 3 times, Angela whispered, a small smirk playing on her lips. That's how we made MJ. Marcus laughed. I'll see you tonight. I love you. He left the house floating on air. But as soon as the door clicked shut, Angela's face transformed. The smile vanished. The detective took over. Trust, but verify. She muttered to the empty room. Miss V, I need that Sabrina Murphy's address. We're going to verify. Chapter 2. The Salon and the Secret. Angela's salon, Lady Andy's, was the epicenter of her life. It was where hair was laid, spirits were lifted, and tea was spilled with reckless abandon. Today, however, the air was thick with the dust of construction. Absolutely horrible. Jennifer, Angela's best friend, and a woman who had never met a filter she liked, said as she stepped over a pile of drywall. I told her to go with you, Leslie. I told her to go with you too. Leslie, the more composed and professional of the trio, sighed. It's not looking too good, but I can take care of it. Tariq is ready to start at any time. Tariq, the contractor, was a mountain of a man with a smile that could melt lead. He walked into the salon with a swagger that made Jennifer's eyes widen. "You can start with me right now," Jennifer purred. "Shut up, honey," Angela snapped, though her eyes were fixed on Tariq with a strange, glazed-over expression. "Leslie," Angela asked, her voice tight, "is he gonna be here every day?" "Unfortunately, yes," Leslie replied. "Tariq, she just wants the job done. Keep it professional." Tariq looked at Angela, a glint of recognition in his eyes. "No offense, but I understand that. It was 14 years ago we had that one-night stand. I can't believe she doesn't even remember me." The salon went silent. Even the sound of the saws in the back seemed to stop. "I would never forget you, Daddy," Jennifer whispered, fanning herself. "Look, just let it go," Leslie hissed at Tariq. "She's a happily married woman." "I understand," Tariq said, raising his hands in a mock surrender. "I'll keep it professional. See you on Monday." As Tariq walked out, Jennifer turned to Angela, who was staring intensely at the color swatch. "Honey, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. How do you not remember him?" Angela didn't look up. "I remember," Jennifer gasped. "You remember? But you're acting like he's a stranger." "Angela, the man is a walking Greek god with a tool belt." "She knows," Leslie said, stepping in. "She called me." "She remembers college, Jennifer. She was wild back then." "Wild?" Jennifer laughed. "She was a forest fire. But Angela, you can't avoid a man like that. Especially not when he's fixing your roof." "I have enough problems," Angela said, finally looking up. Her eyes were hard. "I told Marcus I trust him. I told him I believe the Sabrina Murphy thing was a lie. But I'm going over there. I have the address." "I knew it!" Jennifer shouted. "Praise the Lord. Get the Vaseline, because this is gonna involve some hair pulling." "Nobody is fighting," Angela insisted. "I'm just going to talk. Like Martin Luther King." "Honey," Jennifer said, grabbing her purse. "With you, it always starts like Martin, but ends like Malcolm X, by any means necessary. And I'm here for it. Let's go." Chapter 3. The Letter and the Lunch. Across town, at the Sea Sports Now studio, Marcus was riding the high of his reconciliation. He was bantering with Joseph, his co-anchor, and Leslie's partner, while Todd, the studio's perpetually confused assistant, hovered nearby. "The crowd favorite continues to be Davies," Marcus said into the camera, "because everyone loves an underdog. In your case, Joseph, the poodle." "And we're clear," the producer shouted. "A poodle, Marcus? Really?" Joseph asked, adjusting his tie. "Hey, it fits you," Marcus laughed. Keisha, Marcus's ex-wife and a constant thorn in his side, walked onto the set, carrying a designer bag and a tray of food. Baby, I am so proud of you and your new show." Marcus's smile vanished. "Keisha, what are you doing here?" "I brought you lunch, honey," she said, ignoring his cold tone. "And I brought some for Joseph too." "I'm not saying a word," Todd whispered from the corner. "Good, Todd. Keep it that way," Marcus muttered. Joseph looked uncomfortable. Keisha was always there. She was like a beautiful, expensive ghost that refused to be exorcised. "Keisha, this is a place of business," Joseph said gently, "and I'm supporting my friends." Keisha replied, her voice saccharine. Todd stepped forward, holding an envelope. "No mail, but this letter just got dropped off for you, Marcus. It's from Sabrina Murphy." The air in the studio turned freezing. Marcus stared at the envelope like it was a live grenade. "I'm not reading that. I'm paperless. I'm doing the green thing." "Read it, Marcus," Joseph urged. "Someone has to help you deal with this midlife crisis." Marcus snatched the letter and began to read aloud, his voice trembling with a mix of fear and curiosity. "Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for all the problems I caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning at my house, and I told her the truth. I told her that you and I never met. We were never together, and I don't even have a kid. I was put up to this by someone I am no longer friends with." Marcus looked up, stunned. "She knows. Angela knows everything. the woman confessed. I wonder who that friend could be. Todd mused. Marcus wasn't listening. He was focused on one thing. Angela told me this morning that she trusted me. She looked me in the eye and said she believed me. And then she went straight to this woman's house. True, Joseph said. But Marcus, look at the bright side. You're cleared. I'm cleared of cheating, Marcus said, his jaw tightening. But now I have a trust problem. Chapter 4. The DNA Dilemma. Back at the salon, the victory of Marcus's innocence was short-lived. Angela was pacing the length of the expansion, her heels clicking rhythmically on the concrete. He was telling the truth, yo, she moaned. And I burned up his car, and his clothes, and his jewelry, and you had his gold melted down into a medallion that said, I can't stand your ass, Jennifer reminded her. Help me, I'm in deep, Angela cried. This is why you don't fly off the handle until you get the facts, Leslie said, trying to be the voice of reason. But wait, Angela stopped. Her eyes narrowed as she looked at Tariq, who was hammering a joist nearby. There's one more thing, MJ. What about MJ? Jennifer asked. 13 years ago, Angela whispered. Tariq, the one-night stand. MJ is 13. The silence returned. Heavier this time. Oh Lord, Jennifer breathed. Is MJ a Tariqlet? I don't know, Angela panicked. I was drunk that night in college. We were wild. I don't remember if there was protection. Angela, you have to find out, Leslie said. For Marcus and for MJ. I can't tell Marcus, Angela screamed. He just got over being accused of having a baby with Sabrina. If I tell him MJ might not be his, he'll actually die. Or kill me. Jennifer reached into her purse and pulled out a handful of plastic-wrapped swabs. Here. These are DNA swabs. My cousin works at the FBI. She can rush the results. Why do you have DNA swabs in your purse next to your leftovers? Angela asked, horrified. A girl has to be prepared. Jennifer shrugged. I was gonna use them on Tommy's dad, but you need them more. Angela looked at the swabs. I can't ask Tariq for his spit. He'll know. Let me handle it, Jennifer said, a predatory glint in her eye. She walked over to Tariq, who was wiping sweat from his brow. Hey, Tariq, you look thirsty. Want some gum? Or a quick dental check? Before he could react, Jennifer shoved the swab into his mouth, swiped it around with the speed of a professional assassin, and pulled it out. What was that? Tariq coughed. Checking for cavities. Jennifer chirped, handing the swab to Angela. Now we just need Marcus. You can stead to Gabriel, can policía más. 1019, can policía más, can policía más. Can policía más, can policía más. Checking for cavities. Can policía más sama. Can policía más. Can policía más. Can policía más sama. I can't swab Marcus while he's awake, Angela said. Good luck, Jennifer said. And stop all that damn snoring yourself. I thought I had to give you mouth-to-mouth last night. Chapter 5. The Peaches Incident. A few days later, the atmosphere in the Williams household had shifted from suspicion to bizarre paranoia. Marcus was still playing his "I'm hurt you didn't trust me" card, while Angela was living in a state of constant fear, partly about the DNA results and partly because she'd found something in the hallway. Marcus, Angela said, her voice trembling as she stood in the kitchen. She held up a small, hand-rolled cigarette. Is that a joint? Marcus asked, his eyes widening. It's weed, Marcus. I found it outside MJ's room. MJ? Our son, MJ? The one who thinks Barry White is Larry White? He's a crackhead, Marcus. It's the gateway drug. Next thing you know, he'll be on the street with no teeth, scratching and scratching, living for a rock. Angela, calm down. It's one joint. No, I refuse to have a child named Peaches. Peaches? Marcus asked, bewildered. My Uncle Harold. He did drugs, and now everyone calls him Peaches because he lost his mind. I won't have MJ be Peaches. He's not gonna be Peaches, Marcus sighed. Let me talk to him. MJ walked into the kitchen, looking suspiciously happy. Hey, Daddy, what's cracking? I'm flying high as a kite today, Angela gasped, clutching her chest. He's high. He's peaches. I got an A on my test. MJ shouted, confused. Why are you looking at me like I'm a criminal? Marcus held up the joint. Son, we found this in the hall. Is it yours? MJ's face went pale. What? No, I don't smoke. Mom doesn't smoke. Why would I have that? Liar, Angela screamed. Go to your room. Don't come out until you're ready to confess your sins. MJ retreated, muttering about child welfare services and Negro spirituals. Enter Miss V, looking uncharacteristically relaxed. What is all the shouting about? Miss V, MJ is on the weed, Angela cried. Miss V looked at the joint in Marcus's hand. The room went silent. Yours? Marcus asked. The doctor prescribed it for me, Miss V said, her voice softening. I've been taking chemotherapy. I have a little cancer. The anger in the room evaporated instantly, replaced by a crushing weight of guilt and love. Angela ran to Miss V, tears streaming down her face. Miss V, why didn't you tell us? I didn't want to fuss, the old woman said, patting Angela's hand. I'm fine. The doctor says 3 more treatments and I'm clear. The marijuana just helps with the nausea. MJ poked his head back into the kitchen. So, do I get my PlayStation back? Or do I still have to be Peaches? Go to your room, MJ. Marcus and Angela shouted in unison, though there was no heat in it this time. Chapter 6. The Gay Best Friend Ruse. The drama at the salon continued when Angela's old college friend, Nick, blew into town. Nick was tall, impeccably dressed, and possessed a charm that could win over a stone statue. Nick, Angela squealed, throwing her arms around him. You look amazing. So do you, Angie. Nick laughed. I'm in town looking at real estate. Jennifer leaned over to Leslie. Who is that? That's Nick, Leslie whispered. Angela's college buddy. Marcus doesn't mind him because Angela told him Nick was gay. Is he? Jennifer asked, her eyes scanning Nick's athletic frame. Girl, please, Angela whispered, joining them. We told Marcus that years ago so I could hang out with him without the drama. Nick is as straight as a ruler, but Marcus doesn't need to know that. Later that night, Marcus and Joseph were at the studio. So Angela is out with Nick? Joseph asked. Yeah, Marcus said, scrolling through his phone. Good old Nick, the gay best friend. Every girl needs one. Joseph and Richard shared a look. A long, painful look. Marcus. Joseph started. Nick Boland is not gay. Marcus stopped scrolling. What? He was a player in college, Richard added. He tried to hit everything that moved. Leslie told me the girls came up with the gay thing because you were so jealous back then. Marcus's face went through several shades of red before settling on a dark, vengeful purple. They lied to me? For 15 years? Looks like it, Joseph said. Fine, Marcus said, a slow, terrifying smile spreading across his face. If they want to play games, let's play. When Angela and Nick returned to the Williams house after dinner, they found Marcus waiting with a large, muscular man in a security guard uniform. Hey, babe, how was your night with Nick? Marcus asked, his voice dripping with fake sincerity. It was great, Angela said, a little too quickly. We went dancing, just girl stuff. Wonderful, Marcus said. Nick, I want you to meet my friend Frank. Big Frank. Frank works security at the studio. Dede, 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 dede. Hi, Nick said, extending a hand. Frank is gay, Marcus announced. And he's looking for a friend. I thought you two would be a perfect match. Frank just got out of prison for attempted murder of his last lover, but don't let that scare you. He loves to cuddle. Nick's eyes went wide. He looked at Frank, who was flexing a bicep the size of a ham. He looked at Angela. I'm not gay, Nick blurted out. What? Angela gasped, feigning shock. Nick, you've been lying to me all these years? Angela, stop it, Nick shouted. Marcus, I'm straight. I've always been straight. I just liked hanging out with Angela, and it was easier this way. I knew it, Marcus said, his voice dropping an octave. I've known for an hour. And if you ever lie to me again, Angela, I'm calling Big Frank for real. Chapter 7. The Man-Law and the Final Proposal. The season of chaos was coming to a head. Richard and Keisha had announced a lightning-fast engagement, much to everyone's horror. 1-2, where they said you and 1-2 harder for 1-1 harder Keisha. 1-2, 1-2, everyone's horror. 1-2, everyone's horror. Joseph and Leslie were still locked in a stalemate about their living-in sin arrangement. At the studio, Joseph was looking at a ring. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask Leslie again. Su, gay, LSA, gay, gay. Don't do it without a prenup, Marcus warned. Look at Richard. He's marrying Keisha. She's gonna take him for every cent. Keisha says prenups are a setup for failure, Richard argued, looking dazed. Back at the house, the group had gathered for a final, tense dinner. Richard and Keisha had just left to find a judge to get married immediately. I can't believe they're doing it, Leslie sighed. Without a party? Without a horse and carriage? Keisha wanted 5,000 doves and a puff of white smoke. Marcus laughed. Richard just wanted to get it over with. Joseph looked at Leslie. The room went quiet. He saw the way she looked at Keisha's ring, a mix of longing and fear. Leslie, Joseph said, standing up. I've been thinking too, Joseph, Leslie said quickly. About how tired I am. I'm just weary, boss. I'm gonna go home and rest my weary soul. She bolted from the room. She just crashed and burned, Marcus whispered. Joseph followed her into the hallway. Leslie, wait, why won't you marry me? We live together. We do everything married people do. I like the freedom, Leslie cried. My grandma says we're living in sin, but I don't want to change what works. But it doesn't work if you're not sure about my love for you, Joseph said, his voice breaking. I'm not unsure, Leslie shouted. It's the date, Joseph. The date? It's that time of the month. I'm sensitive. You know this. Marcus, watching from the kitchen, winced. Joseph, pull up. You're losing altitude. Is that what this is? Joseph asked, exasperated. You're just being sensitive because of your period. The silence that followed was absolute. It was the kind of silence that precedes a volcanic eruption. Did you just say that? Leslie whispered, her eyes turning into daggers. Did you just bring up that time of the month during a marriage discussion? Joseph, you fool, Marcus muttered, covering his eyes. That's man-law number 1. You never, ever speak on the alert. You just nod and agree until it passes. I am definitely not ready to get married, Leslie said, her voice cold as ice. Not to a man who thinks my hormones are an argument. She walked out, slamming the door so hard the thin walls of the house rattled. Marcus walked over to Joseph and put a hand on his shoulder. Well, buddy, at least the walls are thin enough that we can hear her crying from the driveway. Want a beer? Yeah, Joseph sighed. And maybe some of that Barry White music. I think we all need a little Larry White right now. As the two men sat in the quiet kitchen, the sounds of the neighborhood drifted through the walls. Life was messy, marriage was a battlefield, and trust was as fragile as a drywall partition. But in the end, they had each other, a few good laughs, and the knowledge that no matter how thin the walls were, they were thick enough to hold their world together. For better or for worse, thin walls and thick-skulled husbands. Chapter 1. The baritone of morning breakfasts. The walls of the Williams household were not just thin, they were practically suggestions. In the quiet hours of the morning, young MJ sat at the kitchen table, poking at a stack of pancakes that looked far more appetizing than his current mood. He was a teenager, with ears like a radar dish, and a wit that often got him into more trouble than the local truant officer. See, I didn't want to hear it, MJ muttered to himself, his fork hovering over a puddle of syrup but I kinda wanted to hear it. His father, Marcus, entered the kitchen looking like a man who had either conquered a mountain or escaped a burning building. Given his marriage to Angela, it was usually the latter. Marcus was a handsome man, a former athlete with a voice that carried a natural authority, though that authority frequently evaporated the moment he stepped through the front door. "You shouldn't have been listening, son," Marcus said, reaching for the coffee pot. "I was trying not to," MJ protested, his eyes wide. "But I know how it goes. If I hear those low notes, y'all gonna come down smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs." Marcus paused, the coffee midway to his mug. "Who is Larry White?" MJ rolled his eyes with the exaggerated exhaustion only a 13-year-old can muster. "You know, the old fat dude with the real deep voice." "I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Baby. It's Barry White. For better, for worse, and for the love of Larry White." Chapter 1. The scent of charred silk. The morning air in the Williams household usually smelled of expensive espresso and a hint of Angela's designer perfume. Today, it smelled like a bonfire at a polyester factory. Marcus Williams stood in the center of his walk-in closet, staring at what used to be a $3,000 Italian suit. His favorite leather shoes looked like shriveled prunes. His car, a pristine machine he'd treated like a second child, was currently a scorched shell in the driveway. Downstairs, his son, MJ, sat at the breakfast table, poking at a pancake with the grim curiosity of a forensic scientist. "See, I didn't want to hear it. But I kinda wanted to hear it," MJ whispered to himself, his ears straining toward the ceiling. He knew the sounds of his parents' bedroom better than he knew his algebra formulas. Not by choice, but because the walls in this house were thinner than his father's patience during a playoff game. "You shouldn't have been listening, son," a voice boomed. Marcus entered the kitchen, looking like a man who had seen his life flash before his eyes and wasn't impressed with the cinematography. MJ looked up. "I was trying not to, Dad. But I know, if I hear the music, you guys are gonna come down smiling and singing Larry White songs." Marcus blinked. "Who is Larry White?" "You know," MJ said, deepening his voice to a gravelly, soulful bass. "The old fat dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby. It's Barry White, MJ. Barry. And trust me, nobody is singing tonight." Marcus slumped into his chair. The Sabrina Murphy incident had exploded like a grease fire. Angela, his beautiful, fierce, and occasionally arson-prone wife, had been told by a source that Marcus was cheating. She had simply asked for a lighter. Then, the door opened. Angela walked in. She wasn't singing. She wasn't smiling. She looked like a thunderstorm in a silk robe. "How was your night?" MJ asked, ever the optimist. "Good," Marcus lied. "Where's Mom?" "She's coming down," Marcus said, glancing toward the stairs. "She slept late." MJ's eyes lit up. "Slept late? That's a good sign. It means y'all had a good night. At least y'all are in the same room again." Marcus sighed. "Son, look." The truth was, the walls were indeed thin. MJ had heard the shouting, the accusations, and then the deafening silence. But he also knew his father's playbook. NJ, usually, when Marcus was in trouble, he'd put on the Teddy Pendergrass, or Terry Pendergrass, as MJ called him, and things would eventually smooth over. "Look, Dad," MJ said, leaning in. "When that Teddy Pendergrass starts playing, I know what's happening. You come downstairs smiling and giggling, and then Mama comes right behind you, and y'all just a hing, hing, hing." "The bus is here," Marcus interrupted, pointing toward the window. "Have a good day at school, and stay out of grown folks' business." As MJ scrambled out the door, Angela finally sat down. She looked at Marcus. The fire in her eyes had simmered down to a low glow of guilt. "Marcus," she said softly, "I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long." "That explains all the smoke coming out of your ears," Marcus muttered. "I've decided to trust you," she continued, ignoring the jab. "I believe you did not sleep with that woman. And I'm gonna let it go." Marcus felt a weight lift off his chest that was heavier than the scorched engine of his car. "Baby, you serious? You know how long I've been waiting to hear you say that?" "Thank you," He reached across the table, his heart swelling. Angela smiled, a real, dangerous Angela smile. I'll see you tonight, babe. Marcus left for the studio feeling like a king. He didn't even care about the melted gold medallion Angela had turned his jewelry into. He had his wife back, but as he drove away, in a rental car, Angela's smile faded. Trust, but verify, she whispered to the empty kitchen. She pulled a piece of paper from her robe pocket. It was Sabrina Murphy's address. Chapter 2. The Contractor and the Ghost of College Past. The expansion of Lady Andy's salon was supposed to be a joyous occasion. Instead, it was becoming a historical excavation of Angela's wilder years. Leslie, tell me again why we hired him. Leslie, her business partner and voice of reason, checked her clipboard. Professional? Angela hissed. Leslie, that man is a ghost from 14 years ago. One night, college. It was intense. He says he doesn't even remember you, Angela, Leslie said. He told me he'd keep it professional. Oh, he remembers. Jennifer piped up from across the salon, her eyes glued to Tariq's biceps. Jennifer was Angela's other stylist and the group's resident unfiltered commentator. Honey, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. You did it back then, and you'd do it again if Marcus wasn't looking. Shut up, Jennifer, Angela snapped. Tariq walked over, wiping sweat from his brow. It's gonna cost extra, but it'll keep the roof from falling on your head. Fine, Angela said, her voice tight. Just do your job. Whatever you say, boss lady. Tariq replied, a tiny, almost imperceptible smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. As the day progressed, the atmosphere in the salon grew thicker than the drywall dust. Jennifer was busy hitting on every contractor with a tool belt, while Leslie tried to keep the books from going into the red. Suddenly, the door swung open, and Angela's mood shifted from irritated to mission-oriented. She grabbed her purse. Where are you going? Leslie asked. To Sabrina Murphy's house, Angela said. I need to put this to bed. I've been through too much with Marcus to not know the truth. To Sabrina, to Marcus, to not know the truth. Angela, no, Leslie cried. You told him you trusted him. And I do, Angela shouted back, halfway out the door. I just want to see the face of the woman who almost got my husband's car turned into a charcoal briquette. Jennifer grabbed her own bag. I'm going with her. I want to see if this Sabrina chick has got hands. I'll bring the Vaseline. Chapter 3. The Letter and the Lunchbox War. Over at Marcus's sports television studio, the drama was of a different variety. Marcus was trying to celebrate his new show's success, but his business partner Richard had brought along a guest who was currently sucking all the oxygen out of the room. Keisha was Marcus's ex-wife. She was also currently dating Richard. It was a situation so messy, it made a toddler's finger painting look like a masterpiece. Baby, I brought you some lunch, Keisha said, cooing over Richard while Marcus watched in disgust. Keisha, why are you here? Marcus asked. Every single day. I'm just supporting my man, Marcus. You should remember what that looks like. Keisha shot back, her voice dripping with honey-coated venom. Todd, the studio's assistant and resident instigator, walked in holding a letter. The room went silent. Marcus's heart hammered against his ribs. He ripped the envelope open. Dear Marcus, the letter began. I am so sorry for all the problems I caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning. I told her the truth. We never met. I don't have a kid. I was put up to this by someone I am no longer friends with. I'm so sorry. Marcus let out a breath he felt like he'd been holding for a month. She confessed. It was a setup. Richard leaned in. I wonder who that friend could be. Marcus looked at Keisha. She was suddenly very interested in the color swatches she was holding for Richard's office redesign. This is low, Marcus said. But what bothers me more is that Angela lied to me. She told me she trusted me. Then she went straight to that woman's house. Marcus, let it go, Richard advised. You're vindicated. Don't start more drama. Oh, I'm letting it go, Marcus said, a mischievous glint in his eye. But only after I make my point. Chapter 4. The fake confession. That evening, the Williams house was a stage for a psychological thriller disguised as a sitcom. Angela had spent the afternoon in a state of deep, soul-crushing guilt. She had found out Marcus was telling the truth, and now she had to face the man whose life she had effectively tried to dismantle. She had prepared a romantic dinner. "Hey, Angela," Marcus said, walking in with a somber face. "How was your day?" "Great," she squeaked. "How was yours?" "Good," Marcus said, sitting down. "Anything exciting happen?" Same old, Angela lied, her voice an octave higher than usual. Marcus looked at her. "Baby, I just missed you." "Oh, honey." Angela burst into tears, throwing herself at his feet. "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I'm sorry I burned your car. I'll never touch your stuff again. I promise." Marcus patted her head. "Baby, it's me who should be sorry. Now, promise you won't get mad?" "I promise. I'll never fly off the handle again." "Okay," Marcus said, his voice dropping to a serious tone. "Because I have to tell you. I lied. I did sleep with her. That's my baby. The DNA test came back today. We need to figure out how to deal with this." The room went ice cold. Angela froze. The new Angela, who had promised never to fly off the handle, lasted exactly 3 seconds. "Whoa, whoa, whoa," she screamed, springing up like a jack-in-the-box from hell. "Have you lost your damn mind? You think you're gonna come in here and tell me that?" Marcus started laughing. He laughed so hard, he nearly fell off his chair. He pulled the letter from his pocket. "I got the letter, Angela. I know you went to her house. And I know you didn't trust me." Angela stopped mid-swing. She looked at the letter, then at Marcus. The realization that she had been played hit her like a ton of bricks. "I'm sorry, baby," she whispered, falling back onto him. "You know I go crazy." "I know," Marcus said, holding her. "But next time, maybe just ask for the DNA results before you reach for the gasoline." Chapter 5. The Mystery of the Whooping Cough. The construction at the salon was nearing completion, but a new mystery was unfolding. Tariq, the contractor, was spending an unusual amount of time talking to MJ, who had come to the salon after school because he was feeling under the weather. "I have trouble breathing sometimes," MJ told Tariq as they sat on a bench. "Me too," Tariq said. "I used to be that way when I was a kid. Whooping cough, poor circulation, especially in my left leg." Angela, eavesdropping from behind the partition, nearly dropped her hairspray. "MJ had that too," Jennifer whispered loudly. "And look at him, Angela. He looks just like Tariq's mother." "Hanjay," Angela's heart plummeted. The one-night stand from 14 years ago was suddenly flashing before her eyes in high definition. Was MJ not Marcus's son? "Jennifer, I was drunk that night." Angela panicked. "We were in college. I don't know. We need a DNA test." Jennifer said, her eyes gleaming. She reached into her purse and pulled out a handful of sterile swabs. "Why do you have those in your purse?" Angela asked, horrified. "I have a girlfriend at the FBI, and I'm always prepared for child support drama," Jennifer replied, matter-of-factly. They spent the next hour like two amateur spies. Jennifer managed to swab Tariq's mouth by pretending she was checking his DNA for baby mamas. Angela was supposed to swab Marcus while he was sleeping, but as Tariq was leaving, he turned to the ladies. "Hey, that DNA stuff you're doing? It's a waste of time." "Why?" Angela asked, her voice trembling. "Unfortunate accident in preschool," Tariq said casually, running with a pencil in my pocket. "I can't have kids. Never could." He tipped his hat and walked out. Angela slumped against a styling chair, letting out a breath that sounded like a deflating balloon. Marcus was the father. Her marriage was safe. Her son was a Williams. "Well," Jennifer sighed, putting the swabs away. "There goes my Maury Povich moment." Chapter 6. The Secret in the Hallway. Life was never quiet for long. Just as the paternity scare faded, a new crisis appeared in the form of a small, hand-rolled cigarette found in the hallway outside MJ's room. "Marcus, look," Angela said, holding the object with a pair of tweezers as if it were a live grenade. A joint. In our house. Outside our son's room. Marcus stared at it. MJ? Our MJ. The kid who sings Negro spirituals when he's in trouble? He's transitioning, Angela wailed. It's the gateway drug, Marcus. Next thing you know, he'll be living on a street corner with no teeth, scratching himself, and calling himself Peaches like my Uncle Harold. Angela, calm down, Marcus said, though he looked worried. They staged an intervention the moment MJ walked through the door. Son, Marcus said, holding up the joint. Do you know what this is? That's a joint, MJ said, looking confused. Don't play with me, MJ, Angela shouted. Did you smoke this? No. Ma, I don't smoke. I get an A on my chest, not a cloud in my head. Despite his protests, MJ was sent to his room. The house felt heavy with disappointment. But then, Miss V, the family's longtime housekeeper and surrogate grandmother, came downstairs. She looked tired. Her usual fiery energy dimmed. MJ, she called out. You tell them the truth yet? I'm trying, Miss V, MJ shouted from upstairs. But they won't listen. Miss V turned to Marcus and Angela. That joint belongs to me. The room went silent. Miss V? Angela gasped. You're a drug lord? Hush, girl, Miss V said, sitting down heavily. I've been taking chemotherapy. I have a little cancer. The doctor prescribed it to help with the nausea. The anger in the room vanished, replaced by a wave of heartbreak. Angela rushed to Miss V's side, tears streaming down her face. And why didn't you tell us? Marcus asked softly. I didn't want to fuss, Miss V said. I'm fine. The doctor says 3 more treatments and I'm clear. Now, stop looking at me like I'm dead and get me some tea. MJ came downstairs, looking vindicated but sympathetic. Chapter 7. The Dinner Party from Hell. In an attempt to fix Jennifer's disastrous love life, Angela decided to host a dinner party. The goal was to set Jennifer up with someone other than Teddy, the deadbeat father of her son who only showed up when he needed a loan. I've invited 2 great guys, Angela told Jennifer. One's a high school football coach. The other is a police officer. I don't like blind dates, Angela, Jennifer grumbled. Though she had shown up in a dress that was 2 sizes too small and 5 sizes too loud. The night was a train wreck from the start. Richard and Keisha accidentally showed up, with Keisha spending the entire evening commenting on the female energy needed in the house and the fact that Jennifer was holding a lot of meat on her bones. The nice guys Marcus and Joseph brought over weren't much better. I hope you're not trying to hook me up with that sister, the football coach whispered to Marcus in the kitchen, not realizing the walls were once again very thin. It would take both of us to hit that. Jennifer didn't wait for Marcus to defend her. She stormed into the kitchen, a plate of gumbo in one hand and a look of pure murder in her eyes. Let me tell you fools something, Jennifer barked. You'd be lucky to have a chick like me. I hold my man down. I handle my business. You 2 can go to hell with your bitch asses. She turned to Angela. And I'm taking a to-go plate. After the guests scrambled out, Angela sat with Jennifer on the porch. I'm sorry, Jen, Angela said. I just want you to do better than Teddy. I know, Jennifer sighed. Chapter 8. The Proposal Paradox. The final act of the season's drama centered around 2 rings and one very confused couple. Joseph had been seen at a jewelry store, and word traveled through the salon faster than a rumor about a sale at Gucci. Leslie was convinced Joseph was going to propose. I don't know if I'm ready, Angela, Leslie panicked. What if marriage ruins us? We have a good thing. My grandma says we're living in sin, but my grandma is 90 and thinks the world is still flat. When Joseph finally took Leslie out for a romantic dinner, she was a nervous wreck. Leslie, Joseph said, reaching into his pocket. I've been thinking. Oh, babe, Leslie interrupted, her voice high and frantic. I've been thinking, too, about how tired I am. I'm just so weary. I think I need to go home and sleep for a week. She fled the table before he could even pull out the box. The next day, Richard and Keisha walked into the studio, beaming. We did it, Keisha squealed, flashing a massive diamond ring. We got married, just us and a judge. Marcus and Angela looked at each other. The irony was almost too much to bear. The couple that shouldn't be together was married, and the couple that should be together was running away from the altar. Later that evening, Leslie finally confronted Joseph. "I saw the ring, Joseph. I know you were gonna ask." "Actually," Joseph said, looking exhausted, "that ring was for Richard. I was just holding it for him." "Leslie, we talked about this. You don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. This works for us. What's the argument?" "The argument," Leslie shouted, "is that you said, 'No way, like I'm some kind of beast you'd never want to be tied to.' I am so confused." Joseph threw his hands up. "What's the date?" Angela asked, walking into the room. "I don't know," Joseph said. "Why?" Marcus leaned in and whispered the man-law to Joseph. "Don't you know you never bring up that time of the month during an argument? It's an alert, not a topic of conversation. You just nod and agree until the storm passes." As Leslie stormed out and Joseph slumped onto the sofa, Marcus and Angela stood in the doorway of their newly renovated salon. "You think they'll make it?" Angela asked, leaning her head on Marcus's shoulder. "I think we're all crazy," Marcus said, kissing her forehead. "But as long as nobody's burning my car, I think we'll be just fine." In the distance, from the upstairs bedroom, the faint, deep sound of a Barry White record began to play. MJ was right. The walls were thin, and the music was definitely playing. The end. For better, for worse, and for the love of Barry White. Chapter 1. Thin walls and deep voices. The morning sun over Atlanta didn't just rise. It announced itself with the subtle smell of expensive coffee and the not-so-subtle sound of a marriage in a state of high-altitude turbulence. In the Williams household, the walls weren't just structural supports. They were gossip mongers. MJ, a teenager whose ears were far more attuned to the nuances of his parents' bedroom acoustics than his algebra homework, sat at the kitchen island, nursing a bowl of cereal. He looked at the ceiling, with a mixture of dread and curiosity. "I didn't want to hear it," MJ muttered to the empty kitchen, "but I kinda wanted to hear it." Miss V, the family's longtime helper, and a woman who had seen enough drama to fill a library of soap operas, walked in with a basket of laundry. She caught MJ's eye. "You shouldn't have been listening, boy. I was trying not to." MJ protested, his voice cracking slightly. "But I know the pattern. If they come down smiling and singing Larry White songs, we're in for a long morning of giggling." Miss V stopped dead. "Who in the world is Larry White?" MJ rolled his eyes. "You know, the old dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I need you, baby, baby." MJ attempted a bass-heavy baritone that sounded more like a dying lawnmower than a soul legend. "It's Barry White, you ignorant child," Miss V corrected, suppressed a laugh. "And if your daddy is trying to talk that low, you're gonna have to get used to it, or move out." The heavy footsteps of Marcus Williams, a man of stature and currently a man of great frustration, echoed on the stairs. He entered the kitchen, but the Larry White smile was nowhere to be found. He looked like a man who had spent the night sleeping on a metaphorical bed of nails. "How was your night, Dad?" MJ asked tentatively. "Good," Marcus clipped. "Where's your mother?" "Coming down. She slept late." MJ leaned in, a glint of mischief in his eyes. Marcus sighed, a sound that carried the weight of 1,000 arguments. "Well, son, look, that's a no." MJ threw his hands up. "See, I was hoping you did, but then I was hoping I didn't hear it. But if y'all were doing it, then I'm gonna hear it, and then I have to deal with the hing giggling at breakfast. These walls are thin, Dad." "I told you." "We were just talking, MJ," Marcus said, his patience thinning. "Talking?" "Dad, when the Teddy Pendergrass starts playing, I know talking isn't the agenda. And then Mom comes down right behind you, just a giggling and a smiling, and together y'all are just extra." The honk of the school bus saved Marcus from further interrogation. "The bus is here. Go. Have a good day at school. Marcus Fale. All right." "Hey, Miss V, don't forget my lunch," MJ shouted as he bolted out the door, leaving Marcus in the silence of his own domestic battlefield. Chapter 2. The Sabrina Murphy Scandal. A few minutes later, Angela Williams descended the stairs. She was a whirlwind of energy, beauty, and, currently, a very sharp edge. Her marriage to Marcus had been a roller coaster, and lately, the tracks were missing a few bolts. The name Sabrina Murphy hung between them like a toxic cloud. "Good morning, Marcus," she said, her voice surprisingly level. "Good morning, babe," Marcus replied, cautious. "Baby, I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long," Angela began. Marcus gestured toward the kitchen. "That explains all the smoke." Angela ignored the jab. "I've decided to trust you. I believe you did not sleep with this woman, and I'm gonna let it go." Marcus froze, his heart leaping. "Baby, you serious? Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear you say that?" "Thank you." He moved toward her, arms open. "If I didn't have to go to work, I'd go up those stairs and soundproof the room right now." 3 times, Angela whispered, a small smile playing on her lips. "I'll see you tonight, babe," Marcus said, kissing her forehead. "Thank you for trusting me." But as the door closed behind him, Angela's smile vanished. It's time to see what this baby looks like. Chapter 3. Renovations and Old Flames. Over at Lady Andy's salon, the air was filled with the scent of hairspray and the cacophony of power tools. Angela was expanding, a dream she had nurtured for years, but the construction was a headache. Leslie, Angela's best friend and a high-powered real estate agent, walked in with a man in a hard hat. "Angela, this is Tariq. He's the best contractor in the city, but his bid was a little high." Angela looked the man up and down. Tariq was handsome, rugged, and looking at Angela with an expression that bordered on reverence. "I can start working right now, baby," Tariq said, his voice smooth. Angela's friend Jennifer, who was currently styling a client, chimed in. "Honey, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for." "You did it. Just that." Angela ignored her. "Tariq, just do the job. Keep it professional." Tariq leaned in, his voice dropping to a whisper. "I understand that. It was 14 years ago we had that one-night stand. I can't believe you don't even remember me." Angela didn't blink. "I remember. The work needs to be done on time." "Move." As Tariq walked away, Jennifer leaned over to Angela. "You think she don't know how fine he is? Angela, you were wild in college. How do you not remember that?" "She remembers," Leslie whispered. "She called me earlier and said she did. But she's a happily married woman now. Mostly. Not lately," Jennifer cackled. "With that Sabrina Murphy mess?" "That's not issues, Leslie. That's World War III. Angela's out for blood. And Marcus is spending a fortune on this salon expansion just to stay out of the doghouse." Chapter 4. The Fake Confession. The tension reached a breaking point that evening. Marcus had spent the day at the TV studio, feeling a sense of relief he hadn't felt in weeks. He was finally free from the accusations. That was until his business partner, Richard, handed him a letter. "Sabrina Murphy just dropped this off at the studio. Marcus," Richard said. Marcus opened it, his face turning pale. "Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for the problems I caused. I was put up to this by a friend." Marcus crushed the letter in his hand. "She said she trusted me. She looked me in the eye this morning and said she believed me, and then she went straight to that woman's house." "That's low, Todd," the studio's janitor and resident instigator commented. "I wouldn't let that slide." Marcus's eyes narrowed. "I don't intend to. But first, I'm gonna make my point." That night, Marcus prepared a romantic dinner. Candles, wine, and a very peculiar energy. Angela arrived home, feeling guilty but relieved that the Sabrina mystery was solved. She was ready to apologize. "Honey, I'm so sorry," Angela began, tears welling up. "I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I burned up your car, your clothes. I promise I'll never fly off the handle again." Marcus looked at her, his expression somber. "Baby, it's me who should be sorry. Now, you promise you won't get mad?" "I promise, honey. Anything." "Well, I lied," Marcus said, his voice flat. "I did sleep with her. And that's my baby. The DNA test came back today. We need to figure out how to deal with this." The room went silent. The trust Angela had just pledged evaporated in a microsecond. Whoa, 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 Angela screamed, her chair flying backward. Have you lost your damn mind? You think you're gonna come in here and tell me that? I don't care what I just said. You did what? She lunged across the table, grabbing Marcus by the collar. Marcus started laughing a hysterical, breathless laugh. Angela! Get off me! Look at the letter on the table! Angela stopped, panting, and read the note from Sabrina Murphy. She realized she'd been caught in her own lie. I got the letter today, Angela, Marcus said, straightening his shirt. You said you trusted me. That is not trust. And that doesn't make me feel good. Angela slumped back into her chair, the weight of her own suspicion crushing her. I know, Marcus sighed. And that's the problem. Chapter 5. The Peaches Incident. The following week, a new crisis emerged. This one involved their son, MJ. While cleaning the hallway outside MJ's room, Angela found something that made her blood run cold. A perfectly rolled joint. Marcus, she screamed, her voice reaching a frequency that could shatter glass. Marcus ran into the hallway. What? What happened? A joint! I found a joint in front of MJ's room. Angela was vibrating with fury. Our son is a drug addict. I refuse to have a crackhead for a child. Angela, it's weed. It's not crack, Marcus tried to reason. It's a gateway drug, Marcus. Next thing you know, he'll be doing anything for a rock. He'll be living on the street corner, with no teeth, just scratching and scratching, just like my Uncle Harold. They call him Peaches now. I don't want MJ to be called Peaches. Uncle Harold's teeth fell out because he didn't go to the dentist. Angela, Marcus muttered. When MJ came home, he was greeted by an intervention that looked more like an interrogation. Daddy, what's cracking? MJ said, unaware of the storm. I got an A on my test today. I'm flying high as a kite, Angela gasped. He admitted it. He's high as a kite. MJ, Marcus said, holding up the joint. Do you know what this is? MJ looked at it. That's a joint. What are you doing with that in your hand, Dad? I didn't know you were balling like that. It was in front of your room, son, Marcus said. Lying is the one thing I won't tolerate. It's not mine, MJ shouted. I don't smoke. Mom doesn't smoke. Maybe it's Miss V's. Don't you lie on that old woman, Angela shouted. Go to your room. You are on punishment until you're ready to tell the truth. MJ retreated, muttering about calling child welfare services. Later that evening, the truth came out in the most unexpected way. Miss V walked into the kitchen, looking weary. Miss V, MJ whispered, sneaking down the stairs. You gotta tell them. They think I'm Peaches. Who's Peaches? Miss V asked. The drug addict Uncle Harold. They found your joint, Miss V. Miss V sighed, sitting down heavily. It's mine, she told Marcus and Angela when they entered. The doctor prescribed it for me. The room went silent. Miss V, why? Angela asked, her voice softening. I've been taking chemotherapy, Miss V said quietly. I have a little cancer. The marijuana calms my stomach after the treatments. I didn't want to make a fuss. The anger in the room vanished, replaced by an overwhelming sense of guilt. Angela moved to hug Miss V. I'm fine, Miss V insisted. But that joint MJ found? That was a small one. My other one was huge. MJ poked his head around the corner. So, no ass whooping? And can I get a Bentley for my troubles? Go to your room, MJ, Marcus and Angela said in unison. Chapter 6. The Matchmaking Disaster. To distract herself from the stress, Angela decided to play matchmaker for Jennifer. Jennifer was loud, outspoken, and perpetually single, mostly because she had a habit of going back to Teddy, her deadbeat ex-boyfriend who didn't pay child support. We need to fix her up, Angela told Leslie at the salon. A man who likes a woman with a strong personality. Someone who can handle ghetto and stubborn. You found Marcus, didn't you? Leslie joked. They decided to host a dinner party and asked the men to bring single friends. The results were catastrophic. Marcus brought Billy, a police officer who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. Joseph brought Scotty, a high school football coach. The trouble started when Keisha, Marcus's ex-wife and current partner of Richard, arrived uninvited. "Jennifer, that is a beautiful jacket," Keisha said, her voice dripping with fake sincerity. "It hides so much." "Keisha, keep your mouth shut," Angela warned. The dinner went downhill when Billy and Scotty were caught whispering in the kitchen. "I hope you're not trying to hook me up with that sister," Billy whispered to Marcus. "It would take both of us to hit that." Jennifer, who had the ears of a bat, was standing right behind them. "So this is how y'all do me?" Jennifer shouted, stepping into the kitchen. "Let me tell you fools something. You'd be lucky to have a chick like me. I hold my man down. You can go to hell with your beach asses." She turned to Angela, eyes blazing. "And Angie, I don't need your help to get a man. You think because I'm overweight, I'm lonely? I'm with Tommy's dad because when he's good, is good. You can't protect me from me." Jennifer stormed out, leaving a tray of mac and cheese and a very awkward silence behind. Chapter 7. The Proposal, Predicament. As the expansion of the salon neared completion, the drama shifted to Joseph and Leslie. They had been together for years, living in a comfortable, albeit unmarried, bliss. But then Richard and Keisha announced they were getting married. Immediately. At a judge's office. "Look at my ring," Keisha bragged, flashing a diamond the size of a grape. "Richard knows what a woman like me deserves." Leslie watched them with a conflicted heart. She had always said she didn't want to be tied down, but seeing the ring triggered something. When they got home, Joseph noticed her mood. "What's wrong, babe?" "Nothing," Leslie snapped. "Look, I know what it is," Joseph said. "So, you think marrying me would be a horrible thing?" Leslie asked, her voice rising. "No, but I asked you years ago, and you said no." "Well, maybe. I want you to think about not being able to live without me," Joseph groaned, rubbing his temples. "Leslie, I'm so confused. One minute you're a free spirit, the next you're grandma-law. Wait, what's the date?" Leslie narrowed her eyes. "Why does that matter? Is it that time of the month?" Joseph asked, realizing his mistake the moment the words left his lips. "You're always a little more sensitive when it's—" "Do not finish that sentence," Leslie screamed. As she stormed out, Marcus, who had been witnessing the carnage from the doorway, leaned over to Joseph. "Man-law number 1. Bro," Marcus whispered, "you never, ever bring up the calendar. You just nod, agree, and wait for the storm to pass." Joseph slumped onto the sofa. "I think I need a drink, and maybe one of Miss V's medicinal joints." "Welcome to marriage," Marcus laughed. "For better or for worse?" "Mostly worse," Joseph muttered, as the sound of a door slamming echoed through the house, proving once again that in the Williams circle, the only thing louder than the arguments was the love that somehow kept them coming back for more. Epilogue. The salon grand opening. A month later, the expansion was finally finished. The salon was beautiful. Tariq was gone, mostly, and the Peaches scare was a distant memory. Marcus and Angela stood in the center of the new floor, surrounded by friends. Miss V was looking healthy, MJ was staying out of trouble, and even Jennifer had found a new guy, who wasn't Teddy. "We made it," Angela said, leaning her head on Marcus's shoulder. "We did," Marcus agreed. "But do me a favor." "What's that?" "No more burning my clothes?" Angela laughed, that hing 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 sound that MJ hated so much. "I can't make any promises, baby. It depends on who calls your phone tonight." Marcus Sihil. "I love you, Angela. I love you too, Marcus. Now, you think we can find a Barry White CD? I think the walls could use some testing." And, as the music started to play, the cycle of drama, laughter, and thin-walled romance began all over again. The chaos of I do and I don't, a comedy of errors. Chapter 1. Thin walls and deep voices. The walls of the Williams household were not just thin, they were practically theoretical. MJ, a 13-year-old with ears like a sonar system, sat at the breakfast table, poking at a pancake that looked as unenthusiastic as his father's facial expression. "I didn't want to hear it," MJ muttered, his voice dropping into a conspiratorial whisper as Marcus walked into the kitchen. "But I kinda wanted to hear it." Marcus, a man whose morning dignity was usually held together by a single cup of black coffee, paused. "You shouldn't have been listening, son." "I was trying not to," MJ defended, waving a syrup-slicked fork. "But I know if I hear the music, y'all gonna come down, smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs." Marcus blinked. "Who is Larry White?" "You know," MJ said, puffing out his chest and dropping his voice into a cavernous velvety bass. "Old fat dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby. It's Barry White." "MJ," Marcus sighed, though a small part of him was impressed by the kid's vibrato. "And for the record, there was no singing last night." The tension in the room was thick enough to spread on toast. Angela, the matriarch and owner of the neighborhood's most gossiped about hair salon, hadn't made it downstairs yet. The Sabrina Murphy situation was a dark cloud hanging over their marriage. Marcus claimed he didn't know the woman. Angela had spent the last week treating his clothes like kindling. "Slept late," MJ observed as he finished his breakfast. "That's a good sign. Usually means y'all made up." "Son, look," Marcus began, his voice weary. "That's a no. Your mother and I are in a holding pattern." "Look, Dad," MJ said, standing up to grab his backpack as the school bus honked outside. "Just a tip. When that Teddy Pendergrass starts playing, I know what's happening. You come down giggling. Mama comes behind you all. He. It's a lot for a kid to handle before homeroom. Fix it. Or don't, but buy some soundproofing." As MJ vanished out the door, Angela descended the stairs. She didn't look like a woman who had been singing Barry White. She looked like a woman who had spent the night conducting a forensic audit of her husband's soul. "Marcus," she said, her voice surprisingly soft. "Good morning, babe," he replied tentatively. "I've been thinking all night," she said. Marcus winced, expecting a lecture on his supposed infidelity. "And I've decided to trust you. I believe you. You didn't sleep with that woman. I'm letting it go." Marcus felt like a man who had just been granted a stay of execution. "Baby, you serious? Thank you. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for those words. Forstola, Pailekelesi, Wande, Kaleli, Wande. He reached for her, but she stepped back with a playful, yet sharp, glint in her eye. "Don't get too excited. Trust, but verify. I'm still gonna need that Sabrina Murphy's address, just to close the file." Chapter 2. The Salon of Secrets. The expansion of Lady Andy's salon was supposed to be a triumph. Instead, it was a minefield. Angela stood in the middle of the construction dust, flanked by her two best friends and unofficial board of directors, Jennifer and Leslie. Jennifer was the firecracker of the group vocal, fiercely loyal, and currently obsessed with the contractor Angela had hired. "Angela, honey," Jennifer whispered, nodding toward a tall, muscular man in a tool belt. "That is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. How do you not remember him?" Tariq, the contractor, was currently measuring a wall with the intensity of a diamond cutter. "It was 14 years ago, Jennifer," Angela hissed. "A one-night stand in college. I was wild. I was young. I don't remember his face. I just remember he had a nice car. He remembers you, Daddy." Jennifer yelled toward Tariq, who flashed a grin that could melt industrial-grade wax. "I'll keep it professional, Angela," Tariq said, his voice smooth. "But I never forget a face, or a night." Angela rolled her eyes, but the drama was only beginning. The conversation quickly shifted from the construction to the Sabrina Murphy saga. "I told him I trust him," Angela told her friends as they sat in the salon chairs, surrounded by the scent of peppermint oil and hairspray. "Ah," Jennifer countered, "it don't work like that. It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a letter from the president for you to let this go." Angela leaned in, her voice dropping. I got the address. Sabrina Murphy. I'm going over there at noon. I need to see the truth with my own eyes. I knew it, Leslie cried. Angela, you can't go over there looking for a fight. I'm not looking for a fight, Angela insisted. But if she's lying, I'm gonna get the Vaseline. Because once the earrings come off, it's Malcolm X time, by any means necessary. Chapter 3. The Poodle and the Ploy. Across town, at the C Sports Now television studio. Marcus and his business partner, Joseph, were wrapping up another segment. Marcus was the face of the show, charismatic, athletic, and currently being haunted by his past. Keisha, Marcus's ex-wife and a perpetual thorn in his side, was in the studio. She was currently dating their other partner, Richard, which made every business meeting feel like an episode of a daytime soap opera. She's here all the time, Marcus. Todd, the studio assistant and resident pot stirrer, whispered. Look at her. Bringing Richard lunch, redecorating his office. She's marking her territory. Todd, go get the mail, Marcus snapped. I'm just saying, Todd muttered, handing Marcus a letter before scurrying away. This just got dropped off. From a Sabrina Murphy. Marcus's heart hit his shoes. He opened the letter, his eyes darting across the page. Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for the problems I caused. I was put up to this by a friend I'm no longer talking to. Marcus exhaled a breath. He felt like he'd been holding for a month. She's a fraud. It was a setup. A setup? Joseph asked, leaning over. By who? Marcus looked across the room at Keisha, who was currently spoon-feeding Richard a pasta salad. I have a few guesses. But the bigger problem is Angela. She told me she trusted me, then went behind my back to see this woman. That's marriage, bruh. Richard chimed in, oblivious to the tension. Trust is just a word. Verification is a lifestyle. Chapter 4. The DNA Dilemma. Back at the salon, the air was thick with the dust of the expansion and the weight of a new, even more terrifying revelation. Tariq, the contractor, had been sharing stories with MJ, who was hanging out at the shop after school. You know, kid, Tariq said, looking at MJ. Angela, overhearing from across the room, froze. She looked at Tariq. She looked at MJ. Then, she looked at a photo of Tariq's mother that he kept in his wallet. Their resemblance was undeniable. Oh, Lord, Angela whispered, clutching a bottle of shampoo. Jennifer, look at this. The kid looks just like his mother. Tariq's mother. Wait, Jennifer said, her eyes widening. You think MJ is? I was drunk that night in college. Angela panicked. Marcus and I were on a break. What if? You need a DNA test, Jennifer said firmly, reaching into her purse and pulling out a handful of sterile swabs. Why do you have DNA swabs in your purse, Jennifer? Leslie asked, horrified. I have my reasons. I was keeping them for a child support thing with Tommy's dad, Jennifer dismissed. Now, take these. When Marcus is sleeping, swab his jaw. And we already got Tarek's when I told him I was checking for baby-making germs. Angela looked at the swabs like they were live grenades. The thought of MJ not being Marcus's son was a catastrophic scenario that would burn her world to the ground. But then, Tariq walked back into the room, looking dejected. Hey, Angela, he said, about that kid thing, I can't have children. Unfortunate accident in preschool, ran with a pencil in my pocket. It's been a solo journey ever since. Angela nearly collapsed with relief. So, no kids? None? Not a one? Tariq confirmed. Angela turned to Jennifer and Leslie, her face a mask of exhausted triumph. Throw the swabs away. MJ is a Williams. God is good. Chapter 5. The Peaches Incident. Peace was short-lived. A few days later, Angela was cleaning the hallway outside MJ's room when she found it. A perfectly rolled, slightly pungent joint. Her reaction was immediate and nuclear. Marcus, she screamed, sprinting into the living room. Our son is a drug kingpin. He's a crackhead. He's going to end up on a street corner with no teeth. Marcus looked at the joint with a skeptical eye. Angela, it's one joint. It's not crack. And look at it. It's too well rolled for a 13-year-old. MJ can't even fold his own laundry. It's a gateway drug, Marcus. Next thing you know, he'll be doing anything for a rock. He'll be calling himself Peaches, like my Uncle Harold. When MJ came home, he walked into a full-scale intervention. Angela had library books titled Junior Won't Say No and Is There Crack in Your Foundation spread across the coffee table. Son, Marcus said, trying to remain the calm one. We found this in the hall. Tell the truth. Biko, teleni, puru, kemas, konko, pande, konko, teleni, konko, 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 puru, konko, 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 konko. That ain't mine, MJ shouted, his voice cracking. I don't smoke. I'm an athlete. I've got an A on my chest. Don't lie to us, Angela sobbed. You're flying high as a kite right now. I can see it in your eyes. I'm not high, Mama. I'm just tired of y'all. The confrontation was interrupted by Miss V, the family's elderly and enigmatic housekeeper. What's all this noise? She asked. MJ is a drug addict, Miss V, Angela cried. Miss V looked at the joint on the table. She looked at Marcus and Angela. Then she sighed, a long, heavy sound. It's mine, she said. The room went silent. Miss V? Marcus asked, stunned. You're smoking weed? The doctors prescribed it, she said, her voice trembling slightly. I've been taking chemotherapy. I have a little cancer. The marijuana, it calms my stomach after the treatments. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want a fuss. The anger in the room evaporated instantly, replaced by a crushing wave of guilt and love. Angela ran to Miss V, pulling her into a hug. Oh, Miss V, we're so sorry. Why didn't you tell us? Because y'all are crazy, Miss V said, managing a small smile. I knew you'd react like this. Now, MJ, go to your room. And Marcus, hand me that joint. My stomach is starting to turn. MJ stood at the stairs, looking at his parents. So, do I get a PlayStation for the false accusation? Or maybe a Bentley? Go to your room, MJ, Marcus said, though his heart wasn't in it. Fine, MJ muttered. But, for the record, I'm never calling myself Peaches. Chapter 6. The Dinner Party from Hell. In an attempt to fix Jennifer's life, Angela decided to host a dinner party. The goal was to set Jennifer up with a real man. Someone who wasn't Tommy's deadbeat dad. She invited Billy, a police officer, and Scotty, a high school football coach. However, because Marcus and Joseph were incapable of following instructions, they also ended up inviting Richard and Keisha. The night was a disaster from the first course. So, Scotty, Jennifer said, trying to be polite while Keisha stared at her with judgment. You're a coach? Yeah, Scotty said, looking Jennifer up and down. Owner, Jennifer corrected. In the kitchen, Marcus and Joseph were having a different conversation with the guests. I hope you're not trying to hook me up with that sister, Billy whispered to Marcus. It would take both of us to lift that. Marcus froze. He looked at Billy, then at Scotty, who was snickering. Fellas, that's my friend you're talking about. Lighten up. But it was too late. Jennifer, whose hearing was as sharp as MJ's, had heard every word. She walked into the kitchen, her eyes blazing. Let me tell you fools something, she said, her voice a low, dangerous rumble. You'd be lucky to have a woman like me. I hold my man down. I'm a queen. And you? You're just bitch-ass dudes who probably need a manual to find the G-spot. She turned to Angela. Angie, I don't need your help. And I better have a dam to go plate tomorrow. As Jennifer slammed the door, the room fell into an awkward silence, broken only by Keisha's soft giggle. Well, Keisha said, sipping her $1,500 bottle of wine. At least the gumbo is good. Chapter 7. The Proposal and the Period. The final act of the week's drama centered on Leslie and Joseph. Joseph had decided it was time to upgrade. He had a $57,000 ring and a romantic speech prepared. But Leslie was spooked. She had seen too many marriages fail. Marcus and Angela's constant warfare, Richard and Keisha's impulsive, and likely doomed, courthouse wedding earlier that afternoon. Joseph, Don't, Leslie said as he started to go down on one knee. Leslie, I love you, he began. I'm just tired, Joseph. I'm weary. Because I want to be your husband. The argument escalated until Joseph made the fatal mistake. The mistake that has ended more men than the bubonic plague. Leslie, he said, frustrated. Are you kidding me right now? Is it that time of the month? You're always a little more sensitive when it's that time. The air in the room turned sub-zero. Marcus, watching from the doorway, whispered, Mayday. Mayday. He's crashing and burning. Joseph, Leslie said, her voice dangerously calm. Did you just bring up my cycle to invalidate my feelings? I'm just saying. The calendar says. The calendar says you're sleeping on the couch. She screamed. As Joseph stood there, holding a diamond ring and wondering where it all went wrong, Marcus walked over and patted him on the shoulder. Manlaw number 1, Joseph, Marcus said. You never ever speak on the period. You just nod, agree, and wait for the storm to pass. Epilogue. The Larry White finale. Later that night, the Williams house was finally quiet. Miss V was resting. The Peaches' trauma had subsided, and Marcus and Angela were sitting on the edge of their bed. We're a mess, aren't we? Angela asked. A beautiful, chaotic mess, Marcus agreed. He reached over and hit a button on the stereo. A low, soulful bass line began to thrum through the floorboards. I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby. Downstairs, MJ sat up in bed. His eyes wide, he sighed and pulled his pillow over his head. Here we go, he muttered. Larry White is back. I'm definitely gonna need those earplugs tomorrow. But as the music played, for the first time in a long time, the walls of the Williams house didn't feel thin. They felt like home. The Gospel of Angela, a novel of marriage and mayhem. Chapter 1. Larry White and the Thin Walls. The morning in the Williams household did not begin with the gentle chirping of birds or the soft glow of the Georgia sun. It began with the heavy, baritone vibrations of Larry White, or as the rest of the civilized world knew him, Barry White. MJ, a 13-year-old with ears far too sharp for his own good, sat at the kitchen table, poking at a soggy bowl of cereal. He looked up at his father, Marcus, who was trying very hard to appear like a man who hadn't been up half the night engaged in a vocal marathon with his wife. I didn't want to hear it, Pop, MJ said, his voice dripping with adolescent judgment. But I kinda wanted to hear it, you know, for the data. But honestly, you shouldn't have been listening to yourself. Marcus sighed, adjusting his tie. MJ, finish your breakfast. I'm just saying, MJ continued, undeterred. When that Terry Pendergrass starts playing, it's Teddy, MJ. Teddy Pendergrass, him too. When the music starts, I know the walls are thin. I know you're gonna come down here smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs. I love you, baby. Baby, baby. MJ mimicked a deep, gravelly voice that was surprisingly accurate for a kid whose voice hadn't fully cracked yet. Go to school, Marcus groaned, but the piece was a lie. The smiling and happy part was the part Marcus was still working on. Because upstairs, the fire starter was waking up. Angela Williams, a woman whose temper was legendary enough to have its own zip code, was currently in a state of trust but verify. Last week, Angela had reached a level of rage that resulted in Marcus's luxury SUV becoming a charcoal briquette and his designer suits being reduced to expensive lint. The cause? A woman named Sabrina Murphy, who claimed Marcus was her baby daddy. Marcus was innocent, but in Angela's world, innocent until proven guilty was a suggestion. Guilty until I burn your car was the law. Chapter 2. The smell of burnt Italian leather. At Lady Andy's salon, the air was thick with the scent of hairspray, gossip, and the looming threat of a nervous breakdown. Angela paced the floor, her heels clicking like a countdown timer. Right, her best friends, Jennifer and Leslie, watched her with the kind of caution one uses when approaching a wounded lioness. I told him I trust him, Angela announced to the room. Jennifer, whose filter had been permanently removed at birth, snorted. Angela, honey. It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a personal apology from the president for you to let this go. You burned the man's car. You melted his gold jewelry into a medallion that said, "I hate your ass." You don't just let it go over a latte. I'm serious, Angela snapped. I'm changing. I'm practicing non-violence. Yeah, Jennifer whispered to Leslie. But we all know, by lunchtime, she turns into Malcolm X. By any means necessary. The means in question arrived in the form of a sticky note. Angela had obtained the address of the infamous Sabrina Murphy. I have to put this to bed, Angela said, grabbing her purse. I'm going to her house. If Marcus is lying, there won't be enough Vaseline in Georgia to save him. Gay. I'm coming, Jennifer said, jumping up. I want to see the fireworks. Leslie, you stay here and manage the contractors. Leslie sighed, looking at the construction zone in the back of the salon. The expansion was underway, and the lead contractor was none other than Tariq, a man from Angela's wild college days. A man Angela claimed she didn't remember, despite the fact that Tariq looked like he had been sculpted by the gods and dipped in chocolate. Chapter 3. The Sabrina Murphy Stakeout. Sabrina Murphy's house was a modest suburban home that, in Angela's mind, was a den of iniquity. Angela and Jennifer sat in the car, sunglasses on, looking like the world's least conspicuous private investigators. There she is, Jennifer hissed. A woman walked out to get the mail. She looked normal. Disappointingly normal. Angela didn't wait. She stormed out of the car. Jennifer scrambled after her, praying she wouldn't have to post bail by 5 o'clock. The confrontation was, surprisingly, not a brawl. It was a revelation. Sabrina Murphy, trembling under the weight of Angela's alpha wife energy, confessed everything. She wasn't a baby mama. She didn't even have a kid. She had been paid by an anonymous friend to ruin Marcus's life. Angela stood there, the wind taken out of her sails. Marcus was telling the truth. The car was gone. The clothes were ash. And Marcus was innocent. Oh, I'm in deep, Angela whispered as they walked back to the car. I'm in so deep. I was so mean to him, Jennifer. I called him names I can't even repeat in church. Well, Jennifer said, checking her reflection in the mirror. Look on the bright side. At least you don't have to share your bank account with a secret toddler, but you might want to start looking into car dealerships, specifically ones that sell I'm sorry Porsches. Chapter 4. Medical marijuana and the Peaches scandal. Back at the Williams house, a new crisis was brewing. Marcus, trying to be a proactive father, found something in the hallway outside MJ's room. A hand-rolled, perfectly executed joint. MJ, Marcus roared. Angela, still reeling from her guilt over the car, joined the fray. When she saw the joint, she skipped past angry and went straight to interdisciplinary intervention. My baby is a crackhead, Angela wailed. He's going to be a toothless crackhead named Peaches. Marcus, do you remember my Uncle Harold? They call him Peaches now because he stayed scratching. I won't have a Peaches for a son. MJ stood there, looking at his parents like they were performing a low-budget community theater play. I don't smoke. Ma, that's not mine. Lies, Angela screamed. It's the gateway drug. Next thing you know, you'll be doing anything for a rock. Look at your teeth, MJ. Treasure them while you have them. The truth, however, sat in the corner of the kitchen, sipping tea and trying to look invisible. Miss V, the family's beloved but sharp-tongued housekeeper, finally spoke up. It's mine, Miss V said, her voice steady. The room went silent. You could have heard a pin drop on the linoleum. Miss V? Marcus asked, his jaw hanging open. You're a Rasta? Don't be stupid, Marcus, Miss V snapped. I didn't want to tell you all, because I didn't want you making a fuss. The guilt shifted. It was a heavy, suffocating blanket that draped over Marcus and Angela. They had spent an hour accusing their son of being the next kingpin of Atlanta, while their surrogate mother was quietly fighting for her life. Miss V, we're so sorry, Angela said, her eyes welling up. It's fine, Miss V said, standing up. But MJ? Chapter 5. Nick. The gay best friend. To distract Marcus from her previous car-burning phase, Angela decided to hang out with an old friend from college named Nick. Nick was handsome, charming, and according to the lie, Angela had told Marcus years ago completely gay. "He's my gay husband, Marcus." "It's fine," Angela insisted as she prepared for a night of dancing. Marcus, however, had been tipped off by Joseph and Richard. "Angela, Nick Boland is as straight as a ruler. He was the biggest player in college." Marcus decided to play a game of his own. When Nick arrived at the house, looking very much like a man who enjoyed the company of women, Marcus welcomed him with open arms. "Nick, good to see you, buddy," Marcus said, throwing an arm around him. "Angela told me everything. And I just want you to know, I support your lifestyle." Nick blinked. "My lifestyle?" "Yeah. In fact, I have a friend I want to set you up with. Big Frank. He's a security guard at the studio. He's 6'8", 300 pounds of pure man. He just got out of prison for attempted murder of his last lover, but he's really looking to settle down and cuddle." Angela's eyes went wide. "Marcus, wait. No, Nick deserves love." Marcus continued, suppressed glee dancing in his eyes. "Frank is on his way over right now. He just had his back and legs waxed. He's ready to spoon, Nick. Are you a big spoon or a little spoon?" Nick looked at Angela. Angela looked at the floor. The charade crumbled. "I'm not gay," Nick finally shouted. "I knew it," Marcus yelled, pointing a finger. "You lied to me for 10 years, Angela. You had me thinking. This man was looking for a boyfriend while he was probably looking at your... We were just friends."